take off a couple of heads a night. Somebody give me a guillotine. I just might ride on my enemies. Thought can I fuck on my energy? Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn, I'm the man and it feel like it. Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie. Blerd without fear. Got the homie, Robo of Left Face TV.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, man. Dude, welcome to... Man, you actually, you know what's up? It episode 28. That's what's up. Episode 28. See? You know?
28. I mean, you told me that earlier with the, with the thumbnail. You're like, yeah, well, it's 20. I'm like...
It's like...
First of all, I was like, excuse me if you heard that burp. But I said, first of all, I'm like, 28. That's too many. That's too damn high. There's no way.
No.
That's too. There's no way.
It's like, psych. It's like, nah,
Yeah,
psych,
right?
man. It's really 12. But no, we've actually, like, it feels weird to say, but we've actually been doing this a while. Like,
Yeah.
It
We're over halfway.
Yeah.
Over halfway. You know, the week before Thanksgiving will be the 1 year anniversary.
That's right. Because when we did, it just made me realize something. When we started doing this, it was literally the week before. Yeah, it was literally the week before Thanksgiving. Because like we started, we're like, hey, we're gonna be doing this thing regular. It's like, oh, but not next week though.
Because we've been joking about like maybe we didn't really plan this out right, you know?
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Like, look, hey, planning. What's planning?
What's
man?
that? Look, if we were planners, we wouldn't be streamers. We'd be on TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to say TV is for people with a plan. Okay.
That's right. The streamers like, look, you go out there, you wing it, and you hope people like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's really.
You know,
all bullshittery aside, that's literally what it is.
What's up, Jerome? How does wife feel about the new look? She likes it. I'm not feeling it. But I will tell you this much. Beta, what's up, Rough Rider over on the Twitch side? I don't know. I walk by a mirror and I'm like, I want my curls back. But I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my God. It's, I think that like it's taken me a minute to get used to because like I'm like, man, it usually has more hair in its head than that.
Right? It's interesting. It's different. But I'll tell you what, if this is the way shit goes, people always do this shit with like glasses and shit, right? Like, oh, you look weird without glasses, and then you wear contacts for a year, and then you go back to glasses, like, oh, you look weird with glasses. Soon, like if I were to disappear for a year and come back with my hair curly, people would be like, oh yeah, shit, what the fuck? You know.
I mean,
curls for the girls. See, you get it. You gotta do what
you gotta do, man. I ain't mad at it. Tell you what I am mad at though. I'm mad at Discord because Discord did not send out the call. Yeah,
the bad signal broke.
Yeah, dude, it hoed us is what it did. That's okay though. I fixed it. It's okay, everybody. But yeah, man. That said, you know what? I think that man, I think we actually got us a. Oh man, dude, look at that.
What's up?
My boy Galen out here from Hero Mode, man. What's going on, pimp? Man, we got. Man, we got some stuff.
I see Dash Galen. I thought that was like like a word, and Galen was like the suffix, and I was like,
no,
something Galen. I don't know what that. Maybe that's the inside joke. I don't know what that means.
Nah. He was just like, because Hero Mode is a kind of like Nerds of Culture. It's a three man show. And he just let me know who it was.
Got it.
But no, man, we got a lot to talk about. Cypher will be joining us a little later, I believe. he had some stuff come up, so he's running a hair late. But as my granny used to tell me, one monkey don't stop no show. So we got to keep going. We got to keep going. We are I guess you know what we're gonna be talking about some stuff, man. There's a lot of weirdness going on in the world, man. Stuff that I feel people should not be mad about, but are terribly angry about. One of those.
Sometimes you just got to make up shit, you know.
Well, you know what you do. You get mad about something that you have no skin in the game on, and that's step one. Then you make a social media post about it, like acting as though you have some skin in the game. That's right. But you don't. Well.
Don't forget to get it wrong completely.
Yeah, you got to get. Oh, he is here. Yeah. the only thing.
Fucking go.
he's like, all right. He's like, y'all can carry on now. No, I was half expecting you to come and be like, never fear, for I am here. Like I was waiting on that. But
I would, but I don't have the voice to pull it off. You do. You got that, that late night radio host show.
It's one of those things. I have not all voices, but I can mimic some.
What's wild is that this is probably like one of the few times Chris has ever jumped on. His mic worked right away.
Really?
And I was like, oh wow, look at that! Like when it works when it matters. Hey. I swear, every single time. Like I want to say like, maybe I'm exaggerating. I don't know, but it's like 95% of the time he'll jump on. He'll be like,
some squirrelies going on. It's
the stream is down.
Wait, it's back. It's it was OBS is being a hoe. That's all.
OBS.
Yeah. Ho-ass OBS every goddamn time. Every fucking time.
When you say OBS,
dude, that is the name. That is his name now. Ho-BS.
OBS.
But no, that said, we got some stuff to talk about. I kind of alluded to it just a minute ago, but the chuds are angry again in the video game world because apparently there's trans bullets in Call of Duty, supposedly. So I've been told. I don't know if it's true. I haven't seen it for myself yet, but we're going to do some digging. And we're also going to talk about why people aren't going to the movie theater. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well.
You said white people or white people?
Why? Though, I mean, white people aren't going either. They're not going either.
Because I'm reading the conversation in our thread while I was driving, and I was like, gotcha. I misread white for white.
No, you're good. He's like, wait a minute, what do you mean?
I'm very unprepared. I'm very unprepared today.
He's like, man, I didn't know we were going to be talking about this.
Also, real quick, I didn't get a chance to drop this on the thread real quick, but apparently in Overwatch, there's in one of the maps, there's like a crosswalk that got painted in rainbow colors. And players are actually afraid to step on it. They're like flying over or jumping over it.
I heard about that. They're afraid they're going to turn gay.
Yeah.
See, no. So hold on, time out. That one actually makes sense. Because if you walk on it, you're gay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what it is? It's like if you can kiss your elbow, then you automatically turn gay. You know,
true.
Like if you just be like, hey girl, like I can't reach
this opportunity to tell you guys.
I can't reach it. I can't reach it.
You know what's why? It's weird. I guess it's not weird because I mean it is Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Yeah, happy Pride.
Especially straight people.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
The beauty of it is that it's all a part of a spectrum. So I mean, technically you can have your pride as well as everybody else have their pride. Just I wouldn't say anything about it.
Are we on the straight? Where's straight Pride month?
It's in the plus. It's in the plus. It's in the like yeah. See, well, that's the thing. That okay. I didn't want to tell anybody, but yeah, we had a meeting about this. I actually went. Me as a part of the straight delegation, I went and liaisoned with the LGBTQIA plus delegation, and we have decided that straight people are now a part of the LGBTQI plus, but because there's already too many letters, we're a part of the plus now. So yeah, I you're welcome. I did it. You're welcome. You know, now you get to be a part of Pride.
Do you have a black and white flag out front?
Yeah, no.
By the way, the fact that they picked those colors, like they got together and said, "This is the colors," right? I'm like,
well, that's like the straightest shit. That's the straightest shit. You know what? Yeah. You know what it feels like being straight. Like, well, sometimes during Pride Month, when I hear these people talk, I realize what white people feel like when they have to hear dumbass white people say stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like, you know, it's like if you cool and you white and you're like,
oh, God, Uncle
like,
Steve,
can you shut the fuck up? Like I can't change my color. I wish I could right now, but yeah. But sometimes the straight people are like, I'm like, look, I'm straight, but you would pick the lamest, most boring,
like
no life flag,
dude,
oh yeah, here's my like black and white, like what?
It's
you
like
fucking boring ass.
Dude, look,
all the colors that you could have picked, even ironically, just to say to throw a fuck you, you went with black. Like that's when the city straight motherfuckers went.
Look, the heart of it is always going to be misogynistic anyway.
Oh
so
yeah,
you could have just went for titties.
Right, it could have been a titty flag. Yeah,
it just could have been titties. And then be like, what about straight women? Like, what about them? You know what I mean? That's
or you know what it could have been? You know the mud flap thing that people used to have, where it was like the silhouette of a woman. That could have been it. But no, here we are. But no, we got to have the most boring flag.
And that could have been inclusive because all you had to do was do the silhouette woman sitting down, and then a He-Man with like a giant dick or something, just like on above it, like that's my flag.
Well,
damn, that's a pretty dope flag though.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, you guys had the opportunity to be assholes and creative, and chose just to be assholes.
Yeah. Well, I will answer this. Hero mode. Galen, he asked, has there ever been a gay superhero team? The closest that I can recall is the Krakoa era X Factor, because almost everyone on that team, with the exception of I think 2 people. Maybe 1, actually. Now I'm thinking, 1 or 2 people.
That gay couple, the Superman dude, the guy who's like the god of sun, or he's kind of like a sun dude.
Oh, you're thinking about Midnighter and Apollo. Yeah, Midnighter
and Apollo. They're gay lovers. They're like a duo.
Yeah. Also, I mean, technically there's that.
From a video game community, Kratos was a Spartan. Just throwing it out there. Kratos.
You already know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what else? You know damn well he was pansexual as fuck.
Oh yeah,
exactly. Because he think he's stuck to humans and just one gender. Nah.
There was at least a couple Minotaurs and Centaurs that were getting.
Yeah, centaurs, elves,
nymphs,
tree people.
I was like,
look, there was like rock people, zombies. Dude, Kratos was everybody.
Whole ass pan dude, right there.
He was giving out them that Leviathan and Axe freely. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
He's throwing it out there. Yeah.
True, the ambiguously gay duo. How can we forget?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the ambiguously gay duo. Yeah, that was. And
I'm so ready.
Oh my god, dude, I forgot about that shit. But no, it's funny to me because you think about it. You know, the thing that's always kind of like struck me as odd is that it's how people respond to that sort of shit. You tell on yourself when you play a video game and you see something that is like, it doesn't affect you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, but now you're acting like you're in kindergarten and that if you touch something, you're going to get cooties. Like, it's like, that's not how this shit works. Like, I was like, it's just a video game. Like, what, if you touch the rainbow walkway, are you going to like drop to 0 HP? Or is it gonna be like Halo when like your shield gets knocked out and you hear the until you go
in Overwatch.
but then at the end of that, it goes, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Like,
man.
It's like,
Game,
okay.
Ken. I hate this game.
like your
We
character,
ready?
In Overwatch, in your character, after you walk the walkway, he has to do a gay ass emote. They just like non-negotiable. He has to be fabulous. And I was like, God damn it, bro. Every time.
Every time, man. Every fucking time.
You know, I will say this much, just to bring it in a little bit.
Yeah.
This is funny, and it is, and you know, we can laugh at them because they're clowns. They're absolute clowns.
Oh, yeah.
But let's not forget that this shit that they do, and the shit we're about to talk about, with the Call of Duty fucking shenanigans, this shit translates into real violence.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
This
No,
shit
100%.
is like
100%.
they're clowns, but then it's like, then you have people getting murdered and beat up in school or pushed to self-harm and shit like that. So
yes. It's serious.
It's like laughing at it. It's like a coping mechanism. Because if you really think about what they're doing to society, it's like, ugh.
Well, it's hysterical. It's hysterical laughter. Like it's not like it's never a funny haha. This is so isn't it great? But no, it just the thing I always think about is people just kind of tell on themselves, and I guess that kind of leads us into the first thing. So to the chagrin of Call of Duty heads everywhere, straight Call of Duty players are not safe. They're no longer safe. It's no longer safe in Call of Duty land, in the Duty land.
Which is the Chud's favorite game. That is like the Chud's flagship game right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is it. Like, but now it's been ruined. It's been ruined.
Ruined.
I tell you, it's been ruined.
Look at that. Look at this shit. Can I say real quick?
Yeah,
just real fast. How fucking badass is that image they made, though? You know?
He's trans. Like, oh, okay.
He's trans. He touched the bullets.
I'm like, that's a dope ass fucking. Is
dude? I want the game. Can I play it?
I'm ready now.
Right. Well,
we gotta get Call of Duty another chance now.
Right?
Okay. I tell you what. So after the stream is over, I'm reinstalling Call of Duty, and I'm looking for the trans bullets. I want the trans bullets. I need them. I gotta have them. So so we kind of already alluded to the thing that they're angry about the trans bullets. It's bullets that are made up to have the colors of the trans flag. Now, I want to preface everything that we're about to talk about with this is not actually true in the strictest sense.
Right.
So let's start with where this all comes from. This actually came from a tweet. It was a tweet that said and I want to be clear when I say this. This tweet is not an angry tweet. It's someone that's just shit posting and just kind of being like, man, look at this shit. And they said they cover the bullets on some guns. Trans bullets. They're gonna hate this one. Like it's basically somebody that's like, they have some awareness. They know what's about to happen.
Right.
And as it so happens, they were correct. As it just so happens, they were correct. I think it took about a day. I think it took about a couple of days before like someone caught on to it. But then like a lot of your right wing, like alt-right media, your social media accounts started picking up on it. The one that was, I think, the most popular was Libs of TikTok.
Of fucking course.
They it's one of those that this is okay. All right. So here's the thing.
Oh, he's about to cook.
I love how the goalposts move. So here is Libs of TikTok, Chaya Rychik, a world-class moron. And you know what? I'm not even going to say allegedly in front of that. She just is. But she's saying now Call of Duty is now enabling kids to roleplay being a literal trans terrorist. With the uptick in actual trans violence that we've been seeing. Oh, wait, hold up. I actually have this thing like stupid large, apparently. Here, let's do that. And then we're gonna shrink her down a bit, put her like right in there. Yeah, like, or maybe we'll put her right there. There we go. Okay. We'll put her there. And you can't really see what I'm doing. So anyway. Thank you, Elite X1 out here. But no, they said, with the uptick in actual trans violence that we've been seeing, it's alarming that Call of Duty would introduce this. So what Shia Rychik is actually talking about here is the fact that, I forget which school shooter it was.
Right, the Christian school.
They keep saying Uvalde. They keep talking about Uvalde. I think it's because of the lawsuit that's going on right now. But like, yeah, it was like a Christian or Catholic school somewhere here in Tennessee, I think. And and I don't even know if any of this was ever actually confirmed. I feel like this was one of those.
It was. It is. But
Okay.
This is why. This post is fucking. It's delusional.
Yeah.
It's delusional and fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say that like they're trying to claim now that people are going to try. Well, first off, let's make something clear. Trans violence not on the uptick. As a matter of fact, I'll give you this. It is only on the uptick in so much in that I think trans people make up less than 11% of the entire United States population.
11,
if even that,
less than 1%.
Okay, so even better. Yeah, so less than 1% of the entire United States population. See, I was being generous. I was being generous.
Yeah.
Well, shit. If we were going by my numbers, it's a goddamn fucking crime wave going on. But no. So yeah. There you have it from Robo right here. Trans people make up less than 1% of the entire United States population. Trans violence.
Don't quote me that hard. Maybe
I'm sorry. Hold on, wait a minute.
Now you're scaring me. You're scaring me. Hold on, let me look at this.
Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. I got you here. Wait a minute. Robo of Left Face TV allegedly.
You can't even say allegedly. We see him. We got recorded that he actually said it. So let's look at the facts.
Hey, look, man. Just if someone tries to pin it on you, just be like, nah, man. It wasn't me.
It was AI. Okay, so 5% of young adults in the U.S. say their gender is different from the sex assigned at birth.
Okay, so
and that's including non-binary.
Okay.
So this compares to 1.6 to 30 to 40. Okay, that's where it was. So 30 to 49-year-olds is 1.6%, and over 50 is less than 0.3%. But anyways, it's very, very, very small.
It's
it's very, very small. This shit right here is. So we know that the vast majority, the almost every single mass shooting that we have. Now, when we say mass shooting, there was a mass shooting the other week here where I live in a very popular place that was kind of like, I was like, oh my God. And it was like 14 people shot. And I heard it through a TikTok that my daughter who lives in Greece sent me. She goes, did you hear about this? And I'm like, no, the fuck, I didn't hear about this. And then I realized why. Because when I looked into it, it was two girls, who had gotten into an argument with each other and decided to gangbang it out, I guess. I don't fucking know. And they started shooting and people caught strays. Now, that is not good, right? It's
no, not at all.
Why we need fucking, smart gun control. I am so far less you get your guns back. So I'm not about getting rid of my guns, but I am down for gun control. However, when we look at ideological shooters, when we talk about like school shooters, when we talk about people who go out and my purpose is to shoot up a school, shoot up a group of people, the vast majority are going to be white straight men, or assumedly straight men, maybe maybe not so straight. But here's the deal: is that the fact of the matter is that so when I play Call of Duty, am I playing one of them? Is out now we care now it's not okay to role play as a mass shooter,
right?
but we have what 3, 4 trans or otherwise queer shooters, and now it's an uptick. Now because the bullets are trans, you're pretending you're the trans man who shot up a school. Like what?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, okay, so if we say okay with 3, okay, yeah, I can see where you could make the argument for LGBTQIA plus violence against straight people has gone up by 300%, but that's only because like we've had 3 out of like the hundreds and hundreds of people that have been straight white men.
Yeah, trans violence is quadrupled.
It's quadrupled.
From 1 to 4.
Yeah,
you stupid fuck.
Yes. it's like if you actually look at the charts, and here actually I want to pull this up. I actually want to pull because I think I used to be so good about this. I used to have a folder that was strictly just like receipts, and I swore I thought I actually saved it was a thing that was like mass shooter stats for the last year. I thought I saved it, and apparently I must have deleted it by accident or some shit. But
I got you.
Man, my man.
There's a Twitter. There's a Twitter account, SDL, and it's Sock Done Left.
Yep. Yep.
At Sock Done Left, and if y'all don't know who that is, and you just want some nice leftist, memes and just little bits of information, dude is super fucking smart, and just follow. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna send this image to you here.
Yeah. Shoot that to me, because I want to get in on that.
And then, so there's that. That's per capita.
Okay.
So the person on the top is like, okay, now do per capita, and SDL's like, all right, bet here's per capita then.
He's like, I guess. I mean, if you just really want me to go all in on this shit. But yeah, I'm pulling this up now so we can all
Jamal Carter. Bless your heart.
wait, what is it? I was 8 years old when I found out there was a transgender flag. I would have saw that and thought, oh, Candyland bullets too.
I want to be like, Dad, is that you? Are you the chat?
Right? I mean, okay, to be fair. I remember the first time I actually saw the trans flag for the first time. It actually did throw me the fuck off because I didn't know what it was. No, like I was like, I think the first time I actually saw it was like, when people started putting like emoji flags in like their profiles. And like, I was used to seeing like the rainbow flag for people who were, LGBTQIA plus, but like I was not used to seeing that one. And I was like, ooh, I wonder what country flag is that? I don't recognize that one. And then when I like actually looked at it, like you can hover over the emoji, it tells you what it is. And it was like, oh no, this is the trans flag. And I was like,
I'm from California.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, they have a flag now? I was like, damn.
To piggyback on Robo's, I'm from California. He was the one who put me on game on bisexual colors. Because I remember
bisexual lighting,
yeah. I remember because I took a picture. There's color actually right here. And he goes like, hey, bro, look up bisexual lighting. And I looked it up, was like, well, I'll be damned. That will explain.
Like, that's about a bitch.
I'm keeping it. Shit, I love it. I love the blue and red and shit. I'm like, look, man, I hope y'all don't get mad, bisexual people, but I'm still in your lighting.
Well, you know why it works? You know why it works? Because it's if you look on the color wheel,
complementary colors.
Yeah. Well, because they're opposite of one another. And that's actually why I do mine the way I do, because when you take two colors that are like opposite of each other on the color wheel, I can't explain it. It just fucking works.
color
It's
theory.
energizing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just color. Yeah, 100%. But to get just to go back to because I just thought it was so funny. If you've never watched Eddie Izzard, there is one I can't remember which one it was, but like every time I saw like different gender, non-binary, sexuality, parts of the LGBTQI plus spectrum getting different flags, every time it always takes me back to that Eddie Izzard bit where he's like, where it's like, hey, when what was it when the English show up and are talking to the indigenous people and they're like, hey, do you have a flag? No flag, no country. You can't have one. And that's all I think about. That's all I think about when I see that shit. So like when I see the like gay, lesbian, non-binary, bi, trans, all this stuff. When I see that each of them have a flag, I'm like, yes, you can't take them over now. Like that, like that's a sovereign. They are now a sovereign nation. You can't fuck with that. I'm sorry.
I like
Hawaii,
it.
Hawaii would beg to differ.
Oh, Hawaii
had a whole ass palace with a king and a queen and nobles. And held parties in their palace for other people, and the America's like,
yeah, this is mine now.
It's ours now.
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair,
You said if we had a flag, there's exceptions.
No, they don't count. They don't
What
count.
they saying is, they said, hey, would you guys like to give me your country? But if you say no, I got a couple ships ready to fuck your shit up.
Facts. True story.
Yeah, that's legit what happened.
True story. That's literally how it went down.
It's like if you say no,
and you know what Obama did? Obama's like, sorry.
Yeah, it's like
sorry about that. Sorry.
Not that.
Look, look. Let me tell you something.
Thanks, Obama.
Let me tell you something. This is what we do. This is what we do every time in our country when we want some shit that somebody else has.
Now, we can handle this like some gentlemen, or we can get into some old gangster shit.
That is what we do every fucking time. That is what we do every fucking time.
That's one of those laugh. You see, you got to choose laugh or cry. Look, we're choosing laugh so we don't cry. Like,
sometimes we just do both.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying we can get into some gangster shit. That's what we're gonna do. But now, so we got this. Robo was goodly enough to find this, and I'm actually glad you reminded me of this account because actually this is where I get a lot of my receipts from, and I couldn't remember. So you see right here, it says mass shooting by gender status. This is from 2018 to 2023. Here, and I'm gonna zoom this in just to, so y'all can kind of see it a little better. So we're gonna start right here. So right here, cis, 2,826. For those who don't know, cis means you are the gender you were assigned at birth.
Yeah, binary.
You're binary as fuck.
It just means you're not trans.
Basically, that's basically what it's more or less. But like, here's the thing. So like right here, we were talking about the 3. See that? I also love how they did it, where they literally put like I can't tell what it is because it's kind of small, but it looks like a couple. I can't tell if those are birds or snakes or what. But like either way, it's just like, oh hey, there's look at that. There's 3. Here, actually, I want to zoom in. What is this? Like a graph for ants? Right? I was like, I don't know what that is. I'll have to figure it out. But no, so there's that. And then when you go down to here, and here we'll zoom
because somebody said, okay, now do per capita, thinking that they were smart, and they were like,
I got some moment.
Like, okay, cool. Here's per capita.
Yeah, like, and this right here, like, so just to, for our audio files, it says the rate of high fatality mass shootings by gender status from 2018 to 2024. Shootings with 4 or more victims, unalived, rates adjusted by population size of cis and trans people. So when you look at this, it's like 0.0092 in the cis category.
And when you're looking at rate per capita, we're talking about even amongst the community, right?
Right.
Because let's be real, let's be fair, right? Let's say trans people only made up 10,000 people in the whole United States, right? 10,000 people's 0.001%, whatever the fuck some super small number.
Right.
But if every single one of those 10,000 people sometime in their life murdered somebody, I wouldn't give a fuck that they're only 10,000 people. I'd be like,
right.
Something's wrong with those motherfuckers. Like,
right.
Look, I know that they're not a big part, but every motherfucker has to kill somebody. 100%. If we're doing per capita, it would be 100%. You know, what I mean, in this example. But even if we just based it on a portion, right, the rate, it's still hardly any of them.
It's like
I mean? And it's like
0.0031.
Is the rate, yeah. So we go back to Libs of TikTok, and this is straight up, and I'm just gonna say I don't care. This is a broken record. Chat, you're gonna hear me say every fucking time because I'm gonna remind y'all. This is money making shit.
Yeah.
This is a grift.
Oh yeah.
This shit is like I don't even think she believes this shit. Like, okay, all right. I gotta make my next mortgage. So shit, that's right. Trans shooter, Call of Duty. Oh my god, this shit writes itself. You know what I mean?
Remember we talked about this with Nerdrotic. Which, by the way, I find it funny. Carter actually pointed this out to me. Apparently, someone got really angry with us because we made fun of Tyrone Magnus the other day, and they were like,
Tyrone? Was it Was it Tyrone that got mad at?
I mean, I'm sure that I'm pretty sure he probably did. But the thing is, they were like, man, I can't, man, y'all are out here tearing up your own, but you're not making fun of like Nerdrotic and all this other shit, and they're making fun of y'all. And I was like, well, for one, I haven't seen a single video of Nerdrotics that's making fun of me. I saw one of some dude named Hypnotic, but like I wasn't even gonna address that dude. Because the stream where he was making fun of me had less views than the stream he was actually like responding to. And it was the one where we had Alyssa McContie on. Yeah. Like I think when I looked at it like last month, I think our stream had 3,000 or 4,000 or more, whatever views. His had less than 3. So I was like, I think I won. And I feel like in situations like that, I don't have to say anything. I've already defeated you.
In other words, stay in your lane, peasant.
Exactly. So that said, we are equal opportunity here. I do not exclude black people just because they are black. If you are on that Fox News bullshit, I'm gonna make fun of you.
That's Candace Owens' thought process right there.
Yeah.
That right there is like, well. So much for the tolerant left. I'm like,
right?
What? You're a clown. I don't.
It's like, dude.
I literally look when it comes to this shit. I really don't see color.
No.
Problematic as fuck, right? I always call people out who say don't. No, when it comes to me clowning your ass, man, I'm colorblind like a motherfucker. If you say some dumb shit, you're getting it. You know what I mean? No, that's not true. Because if you're melanated, you're gonna get it worse. Actually.
Oh no, because I'm gonna tell you, this is how it is.
Facts. I know this for experience.
Oh no, dude. Let me tell you right now.
Honest.
let me tell you right now. This is how this is the golden rule. This is the golden rule here at Nerds of Culture.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
That's what it is.
Right.
That's how we do here at Nerds of Culture. It is like just because we are skin folk don't make us kin folk, okay?
All day.
Yeah, and that applies triple to Tyrone Magnus. So
I mean, no better.
Yeah, oh no, because for him, it's a grift too, baby.
Yeah,
it's a grift, baby. Because he don't believe what he's saying either. He's saying that shit because one day he did it and he got the clicks. And I'm gonna start calling that. That's the name of the disease. It's called the clicks. When that day, because
you got the clicks, didn't you?
Yeah, you got the clicks, man. Yeah, it's and the reason why I say this is because oddly enough, I brought up Alyssa Mercante just a moment ago, but she actually had a tweet.
Yes, you did.
that she had a tweet.
My
Damn.
So she had a see now I've lost my train of thought. But no, she
I just play.
no, I'm just fucking around. But no,
What are we doing?
no. She oh wow, dude. That's funny. That is funny. I have to see something. Apparently, if I don't, I think I went to the correct account. I think her account just got suspended.
Oh, really?
Let's see here.
Oh,
She stays getting on her ass too.
Wait, no. We're safe.
Is she privated?
No. It was wrong
a
account. It was the wrong
Got it,
account.
got
It was the
it.
wrong. It was someone with a similar name, but I realized that hers is actually shortened. But like, I just
Got
want to
it.
show you guys something that she posted. Oh my God, I'm so glad I do not have my window up right now. But no, no, she posted some wild shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. You can't just. I'm going to tell you now. You can't just go to Alyssa's page and willy nilly.
What screen share?
You can.
Or you
know,
can,
you
but
just-
not. But look, but not on stream. Not on stream.
That's right. Not on stream.
You
not
will
at
break
work.
TOS like a motherfucker. I love Alyssa to death, but man, I'm not gonna lie, I'd have been tight as hell.
She usually gets them censored. They got
Usually,
pictures and stuff.
no, this one was not censored. This was not. This
Oh,
was,
that's right.
This was all.
That's right.
This was cheeks out for everybody. But no, this she posted this up the other day. This was I forget the name of the guy who this is for, but this was a dude who literally went from getting videos that did not really track particularly well, but because he was talking about her, he started going in. And when he stopped talking about her, you see that fucking drop off. Like when her name was not in his mouth, look at that number right. I mean, here, I'm gonna zoom in because I want y'all to see this shit. That's 144K right there. Look how close that red dot is to that. But when not talking about her, look where that's at. Look where that's at. Look,
Yep.
and look at the major drop off right here.
And that's money.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's a grift because it literally tells you.
Oh,
You know,
and
like,
look at this.
man, you know you don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Yeah, there it is.
Right there. It's in black and well, I
There
mean,
it
it's in
is.
black, white, and red, but you get what I mean.
Now click that six one. Click that six one down there.
Which one?
What the estimated revenue on the point, the data point to the left of it.
Oh, it's
On
a
the
picture.
bottom.
It's a picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
got it.
it's just a picture. But I mean, but the point of the matter is, dude was making over $5,000 estimated just off her name.
Mm-hmm.
Just off her name.
Yep. Yep.
But here's the thing I also want to put out here. Here's the thing I want to put out here because I want to make sure we understand. This, yeah, because I want to get us back on track here. This whole thing, it's not true. Yeah, the whole trans, like, and I want to pull this back because I want y'all to see these trans bullets cannot do anything to you, and you want to know why?
Don't say it. They're not ready.
Because at the end of the day, for one, well, first off, let's it's the same energy.
Fictional characters.
That is, so first off, it's all fiction. It's all fiction. But first off, but yeah, second off,
And it's not real.
they're not real. But the other thing is, Call of Duty, like, you know, Blizzard, Activision, they didn't put this shit in. It's in all likelihood a glitch. It's in all likelihood a glitch. And here, I'm gonna tell you why. Right here, it says Call of Duty didn't introduce this. Unlike all of the grifters clout chasing off the screen grab, anyone who actually investigated the source of the transgender flag bullets would have quickly realized they're seemingly isolated to one particular skin on one particular gun. Modern Warfare 3's M4 came with a special Soul Harvester weapon blueprint, which included a skin, specific attachments for the M4, and tracer rounds, which are colorful ammo options that also leave traces of different visual effects like paint splatters or rose petals. for those who spent $100 to purchase the Vault edition of the fucking game. So unless you spent that $100, you are automatically priced out of trans bullets. Let's go ahead and put that there.
And any skin that you put for that one gun with that one mod, any skin would be transposed onto those bullets because that's just the way the skin setup was for that shit.
Right.
Not all of them, like they said, not all of them.
Yeah.
So on this one, the reason why it was all done on purpose, the reason why they were trans bullets there is because the person who took that screenshot put the trans skin on that gun. If there had been a different skin on that gun, the bullets would have been something else. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. And it's not even, like they said, it's not even on every gun. So we're not even sure if it's a glitch or on purpose, you know?
Yeah. I mean, right here it says, based on Kotaku's testing, it appears the trans bullets only appear when applying the transgender flag camo to that skin on that specific weapon blueprint. So it's such... Okay, let's go to this. It's like, and they say right here, it's unclear if it's a bug. At one point during testing, the bullets in the cartridge were only the pink color in the trans flag, or an extremely idiosyncratic reflection of how Call of Duty's complex shader system interacts across thousands of items and cosmetics. It says, during testing, any other skin camo applied to the M4 Soul Harvester blueprint resulted in the bullets in the cartridge changing color to match that skin. Kotaku could not replicate the trans bullets with other weapons, including others that use tracer rounds similar to the M4 Soul Harvester. So
it's the gun meta though. Is the blueprint the meta?
Right?
Is it
for real?
Is it for real? Because if you're saying that I can only catch them with trans bullets, yeah, I'm gonna catch these bullets, bro.
Hey, look, let me be real with you. Let me be real with you for a minute.
Jokes up.
We all know Chaya Rychek ain't playing Call of Duty, okay? Look, so the fact that she's acting aggrieved is bullshit. Matt Walsh is not playing Call of Duty, no matter how much he tries to convince you otherwise. None of these people who are complaining, none of these people are playing the game. And if they were, they would have known the very same things we literally just told you. So there you go. That said,
Mari, thank you.
Oh,
I don't know what you did, what I did, but thank you. I'm like trying to read back. I'm like, what's going on here?
Like, what
you really cool. Like, oh, okay.
I mean, hey, you do your thing. It's like, I guess.
Now I know.
Hold on. You gotta lick your lips now and say thank you.
Oh yeah, this motherfucker. Well,
nigga, yeah, that's what I'm talking
about. He's like,
no.
Okay,
hey, I try to stay humble though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, this is bullshit.
None of this shit is real.
No,
none of
it's
this
not
shit is real. None of this shit is real. None of their feelings are real. But here, let's recage this for a second because they don't really care that it's not real, right? So, like, let's say that somebody was arguing in good faith, like, really, right? Like, so let's say they were just being like, they thought that this was what it was in, and we said what we said. You done?
Yeah.
Keep going.
I'm not gonna look at the camera anymore. If I look up, I'm like,
if I don't do this, people realize I haven't talked for over 2 minutes. Go.
What do you think about what's going on, Chris?
Yeah, what do you think, Chris? What you got? What you got?
My mic is not working.
It's like,
I need some water. Sound like whispers off of a hoodlum.
Love it.
Have you seen Hoodlum?
I have seen Hoodlum.
Come on. It's been a minute, but I have.
Wait, are you actually asking me?
Yeah, no.
No, that's part of it. Nah, it's fucking ridiculous because it's I guess people just want something to bitch about because even if the bullets were in the game, but all the shit that we have done in Call of Duty throughout the years, right? That
Yeah.
nobody have bitched about. The shit that, you know what I mean, the literal war crimes, the implications that we ignore the fact for 4 or 5 years straight, the only thing you had to do in Call of Duty was shoot brown people, right? Whether it was Brazilians in Modern Warfare 2, fucking people in the Middle East and 3, Black Ops 2, 3, 4, and then all the harmful labels that
the airport shooting.
No
Yeah.
more Russians. No Russians. Yeah. So, and if this is where we draw the line, I'm sorry, I'm not entertaining the conversation. I'm talking about this conversation. I'm talking like in general, like the cries and whatever, because it's ridiculous. Call of Duty, I hate to say, it's not a serious game. Nobody has treated this as a serious game for years. Right?
No.
Whatever implication that you think these bullets are, even to say the devs really put that shit there and they had some ulterior motives. I refuse to believe in a game that is known for its Xbox Live chat rooms, right? And how toxic and racist and fucked up it can be, that you, piece of shit motherfucker, are complaining about these bullets. Fuck you, I don't care. Cry in your basement. It's
the game that literally defined gamer chat.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't Halo.
We know what gamer language is. We know what gamer chat is, and it's Call of Duty that did it. But here's what I was gonna say. Exactly all that, right? Exactly that. You don't give a fuck about none of this other shit. You don't give a fuck about the fact that it's nothing but brown people or poor people or whatever the fuck, right? It's like, but here's the deal. Check this out. I wish one of these motherfuckers are watching because I want to be clipped. I want to be clipped because I need them to know something. The real problem is, all right, because they would say, bullshit, it's not a glitch. I don't give a fuck if it's one gun. I don't care if it's 100. They want people to see that because they want kids to see this.
Mm-hmm.
And to that, I need them to understand this. I need them to understand that if they're worried that the left is trying to communicate to children that it's okay to be gay and trans, you're right. When you're worried that people like me are coming for the minds of your children, you're fucking right. I want them to know it's okay to be gay. I want your kids to know that you're a fucking bigot. I want them to realize that. I want you to die alone. And I want them to fucking realize that it's okay to be trans and it's okay to be gay. So all this fear, people are like, oh, they think we're coming for the kids. No, they ain't no think about it. I am.
I mean,
you know what I mean? And they'll clip it and they'll try to make it like some sort of like pedo shit or something like that. But that's okay because you know who's gonna see through that shit? Your children are gonna see through that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Fucking Chef Robo in the pot today, motherfucker.
Dude,
Get
out here.
No, get that motherfucker some. Put some sauce on that bitch.
Hey, look, I just want to say that at the end of the day, you have to recognize as a child. I imagine you would obviously understand this, but like as an adult, I feel like, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a child who is pretending to be straight and cisgendered for your own personal benefit
and hate themselves, hate their life,
and potentially unalive themselves?
Right.
Because that is a thing that happens when people do that. Or would you rather have your child be alive and be who they are? And then just be a little tight?
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, that's my I mean, that at the end of the day, that's what it is for me. I think that you have to really take a long, hard look at what you care about more. Your own personal feelings or the feelings of your child. So
that's exactly it. Like on my journey, when I was like going from like, from the right, because I used to be on the right. I'm used to be conservative, all that shit. Like I probably would have like Chris knew me back before. Like Chris met me.
You were transition
on the turn.
Yeah.
But even when Chris first met me, I wasn't as left as I am now. But there was a point in my life that I might have heard somebody like Crow Magnum Man, whatever the fuck his name is, and was like, yeah, I mean, he's got a point. Like, I hate to say that, but it's true. You know what I mean? Like 10, 12, 15 years ago, shit. Don't fucking listen. I'm glad I didn't have a fucking podcast. I'm like, man, let me delete all this shit.
You just nuke the timeline. Just
yeah. Hey, did you use to stream in 2010? Nah.
It's already gone.
No, wait, no, I got a picture. It's a dude. It looked just like you.
That's not me. Yeah. I'm like, nope.
I would tell you this much, but in context,
it wasn't me.
Me, Robo, used to be surgical with the pause. It could have been about anything. Like, yeah, I was feeling a pause. It was crazy.
It didn't matter. Yeah, that was it. So, but here's my point though. Here's my point. My point is that, man, I kind of forgot what my point was actually, but you know, it was good. I want you to imagine I finished and everyone was like, damn, how come this dude hasn't streamed in 3 weeks?
Dude.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? You know what? We're gonna give it to you anyway.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna give it to you anyway.
Elite, you're right. Elite's good at that. I like that. Elite will stay on me. Like my favorite Elite X1 comment was?
What's that?
In the Discord, in the Left Face Discord, I told how I got a Maneater a PC.
Oh, yeah,
and she's like, yeah, maybe I'll start streaming. And Elite comes out of nowhere. Just like completely like no one's talking about me. I'm minding my business. Like I'm just like, I think I said I was building a PC, and then that was a conversation that went off on its own. And this dude had the audacity to at me.
He was audacious.
Go, you'll probably stream more often than Robo. I'm like, yeah.
Bro, I forgot about that.
Did you mute him from the server for a little?
No, but I was too busy crying in the bottom of the shower, just like
your knees.
He's right though.
He's like, look. I can tell you right, like off rip, like when you read that, it was just like. Like just right there, just off rip.
I was
done.
Do we got an American clip like he's on a line, but he's right.
Oh, hey.
We got that clip.
But he's right.
I got you. But no, it was
hold on, time out. Flag on play. This motherfucker said I'm a Gemini, bro. We savages. I'm out.
Now, old me, right, might have had something to say about that comment, but I'm not gonna say anything about it.
However, he will text it to you. He will text it.
He like it's like I'm good.
I might have said it with a special voice and everything, you know. Talking about a Gemini. All right, let me stop.
Just put it in there. Hey.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not even saying that. I didn't say that.
Also, I want to highlight something.
Don't put us in for now.
I want to highlight this from Jerome says, I had friends in high school and coworkers that dated the opposite sex to avoid coming out to their parents. Stories like that were heartbreaking to hear. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not gonna tell my cousin's whole story because it's theirs to tell, but I'll just say this much. One of my cousins who's like I'm just incredibly close with, I view them as, not even as a cousin. I view them as a direct sibling. But I remember they did the same thing. They dated, they dated guys at first, and that was kind of a thing. And then one day once they kind of realized that like, this is who I am, they came out as gay. And it wasn't until like they were I think in their like mid-20s, I think. But like up to that point, they were like, yeah, there's like, I tried to, date dudes, but it just didn't work. and like they're like it just it was and like they had intercourse or whatever and it just it wasn't popping like that. So and that was kind of what made them realize that it wasn't for them. So it is, and that's just acceptance. That's acceptance that I think everyone could would love to be able to. You normally have to pay people for that kind of like realization. You usually have to pay like a shrink or somebody to help you suss that sort of shit out. But
like I wonder how many people and we'll move out. We'll get into late night shit, but like some after dark Nerds of Color after dark. I wonder how many people.
That actually pops. I like that fucking. Look, that popped. Go ahead. Sorry.
Third stream, Nerds of Culture After Dark, where we only just talk about adult shit, 18 and up only.
Yeah.
Nobody coming in here being like, hey, my son, hey, Blerd, say hi to my son. I'm like, wrong show.
Tell my 5-year-old happy birthday. Be like,
hey,
look at the outfits.
My mom and my grandma in the rooms.
They can watch.
Can I get a shout out for them real quick?
I mean,
I was just about to get into like how you have to be gentle with anal, but all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, danger. My bad.
God damn it.
Okay, my bad.
He's like, all right, we're good. But I will say this. We do have a couple of things. We have a couple of things I do want to address before we carry on to the next thing. We actually got a couple of tips here. Got one from Levester the Samurai with the $5. Says it's date night. Catch the replay later. Have a good show, fellas. Thank you for that. We appreciate you on that. We've also got the Elite X1, who we were just talking about with the $5. Says this same chuds mad about trans bullets are the exact same type of chuds who sit on COD and spend hours making emblems with huge pink dicks in them to be shown whenever they get a kill. Come on, bro.
Damn, that's a good ass point.
Dude, no, 100%. I've seen
they
these
make tutorials about it. They make tutorials about it on YouTube.
Yeah. No, that's right. I remember.
Here's how you do it.
I missed that. I mean, not the dick part, but like I missed the custom. I missed I missed the custom emblem thing where you could like take different shapes and do it in layers. I'm like, oh shit, it looks like a lion or a dick, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Something. I mean,
my bad, Raja. Hey, let's bow our heads in prayer. For Raja Harris.
Look, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, man. If y'all, I feel sorry for anyone that like you've ever had like people who are I don't know. I can't think of the precise word for it, but like
big enthusiasts.
No, I mean just people who would probably come into the stream that are like legit. I mean full on legit. Like they don't like hearing about sex or a lot of cursing or anything like that.
Oh,
and man, you
click for them, but they miss out,
dude. Because you clicked on this motherfucker, and all I got to say is,
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. You walked into the wrong motherfucker.
Hear me out. Not the Twitter hear me out, but hear me out. But if they manage to stay, they'll realize they'll be better for it. They're like, holy shit.
They might learn something about themselves.
I fuck with these kids, and now that he mentioned it, I do have a thing for toes. I'm just saying, we bring people together.
That's actually where I was going earlier. I'm like, I wonder how many like
toe
people
lovers?
You used adult sites to find out about themselves. Because I was thinking about your cousin. I was like that wouldn't, like, most people don't have, like, you don't have to do all that.
Right. Well, okay, so I'll say this and then we can move on. Someone got really mad at me not too long ago about something that I put in a video for, I think it was like an Avengers Twilight video. I don't remember which one. But basically just kind of talking about how like, how websites and algorithms and things of that nature work. And just talking about how like the majority of, or not say the majority, but like how if you look at red states usually have the highest consumption.
Oh yeah, queer porn,
gay,
porn,
lesbian, trans pornography. Yeah. And and it's funny to me because it's like, okay, well, if you said it was in a blue state, it'd be like, well, whatever. Sure. It would just be Tuesday. But like in a red state, it's kind of like, okay, so hold on.
Time out.
Yeah, like look. Yeah. And I would normally say flag on the play, but I mean, there's nothing to be flagged about because I mean, it should be normal. But the reason why
here's.
Well, it's also how Utah taught to ban the adult entertainment services, right? The pornography, if you will. But they're the #1 state that consumes the most corn back in, well, that was in 2015. So I don't know if it still is, but it's hilarious because they were talking about the depravity and how
we're way back. We already ruined it. So I mean, you don't got to use TikTok language here. We're talking about,
it's gone.
It's gone.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually appreciated it. I
get it, but here's the thing. Usually, Blerd is a lot more stricter with the danger button when it comes down to me. You get 2 strikes and you get the danger button. You have to remind me. You're like danger. It's like you caught me. You got me.
I mean, I had it ready. I had it like
I saw him looking for the things like
exactly. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me you know what? Can we move on?
So let me do what I do. And bring down the mood a little bit.
Ooh.
What is really kind of fucked up about this kind of shit, when you look at the types of adult website consumption, and we love to bring up, things like what you just said, Chris, about Utah. When you look at like Bible Belt type stuff, it's not surprising because what you're seeing is that sexual repression, right? But here's the sad part. Again, it goes back to us talking about laughing at these clowns like the quartering and lives of TikTok, and I'm like, it's more like it would be funny if it didn't actually make life dangerous for trans people. This is the same thing, because you got to imagine, when you're seeing this sort of uptick in Bible Belt type areas, what you're seeing is people who were raised to believe that this is evil, this is something wrong with them, and in their minds, they are falling, right? And so we get to laugh and say, ha ha, your state looks up a ton of trans porn, but please understand that those people, their post-nut clarity is on their knees crying and voting and angry at themselves and saying, see, this is why it needs to be illegal. I and yada yada yada. And then they're the people who go out and they fucking visit violence on these people because they just got whacking off, and now they think their soul's in danger. And this fucking thing is so fucking just diseased. It's diseased ass thinking.
It's a game of projection.
Sad. It's actually salad. Yeah, it's sad. I don't know why I said salad. Sad.
Honestly, I'll allow it. I'll allow
it. So movie theaters.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is huge on the screen. Hold on. Let me do that.
Oh, is that the Steam Labs alert?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's fuego.
I mean, I racked my brain over it for a while, but you know how you do. But no, this is actually from hey, we got The Bone Factory in here.
The Bone Factory was on a walk with his wife.
Oh man,
now with a name like that.
Nice. But no, so what I'm missing. So I mean, really, you didn't miss a whole heap of lot. We just talked about how people were mad that the trans bullets might turn them gay. So which is just a weird. It's a weird thing. It's a weird world we live in.
Also, it's a great way to kind of like I don't know, give them the abridged version of what we talk about, because we see some wild shit.
No, I mean it just. I'm gonna say scroll back. I'm gonna say scroll back. Scroll back.
It's better organic anyway.
Yeah. It just because it was a gross oversimplification of the whole thing. But here's the thing. The next thing, and I'm gonna kind of keep it in the same vein. This I don't want to spend too much time on, but because we'll kind of hitting some of the same points. This right here, I don't really care about Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. That game was dead on arrival. But Jason Schreier, a guy who, if you're not familiar with that name, Robo already knows where I'm going with this. But Jason Schreier, a guy who, like, if you play video games on any level, you probably know who this cat is. Dude's been in the industry for a long ass time, and has been doing reporting on video games for a long time. But it was today actually. He put up an article, and it's basically the whole premise of it is the behind the scenes of the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League video game and why it failed. Now, I mean, that motherfucker I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna say he is what Elite just said. Yeah, the gaming, like honestly. Okay, so I know my wrestling people will probably understand where I'm coming from with this. You know how, like, if you follow wrestling news, everyone's either quoting one of two people. They're usually quoting Dave Meltzer, or they are quoting, oh my God, why am I blanking on the dude's name? But the guy from Fightful Select. It's usually one of those two people. That's kind of the level that Jason Schreier is. Like, usually when people are, like, saying shit, reporting on shit, they probably got it from him first, because he's that level of insider. But yeah. I will definitely say...
Real quick, Marty says, I'm a closeted trans girl from Missouri, and I appreciate the support. That's what's up.
You know what?
Thank you.
Bro.
You know what?
We're here.
We're here for you. We here for you.
Appreciate it.
And not only that, but I actually appreciate that you felt comfortable. I actually appreciate that you felt comfortable in our space to be open about that, because that means a lot. That means a lot to me, because it lets me know that, you know, we create, you know, a space that is, you know, for everybody, you know, regardless. So that means a lot. That legit made my day. Yes, that same Jason Schreier. Yep, that same Jason Schreier. But I mean, that said, it just shows that he knows what he's talking about. He knows things. Whether he talks about them is another story altogether.
Thought. What was that? What was that thing you fuck around and found out?
Oh,
so somebody thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, look.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
I mean, it just is what it is. Like, I don't make the rules. Okay? I just play by them. But no, Jason Schreier put out an article talking about, you know, why Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League bombed, was dead on arrival. And I don't want to go through every single part of this, but there is some very telling stuff in here. It says that behind the scenes, according to interviews with nearly 24 people who requested anonymity because they weren't authorized to speak to the press, the development of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was a tumultuous affair plagued by countless delays. The game failed for a number of reasons, said the people, including a constantly shifting vision, a culture of rigid perfectionism, and a genre pivot that was ill-suited for the studio. A spokesperson for Warner Brothers Games declined to comment on. But the costly...
That studio thing I heard in like another video essay I remember hearing about. Like, these people did like immersion RP type games, right? Something like that.
I mean, these were the Arkham people. These were like the Batman Arkham people. So it was like, dude, why are these guys making a live service game?
Right.
And it was because they like, okay, I just want to put this out here. Live service games do not do well, by and large. They're all failing on some level. Overwatch, though it is still popular, it is nowhere near as popular as it used to be.
The successful ones are the exception.
And even they are failing.
It's the truth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, the thing is, even they aren't doing as well as they want to do.
Yeah, because I know Epic put out a statement about Fortnite, and Fortnite has not been pulling the numbers that they used to.
Yeah, but that's like when 50 Cent says he's broke.
Yeah.
And he still goes out and buys 6 cars.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I'm like, oh, sorry, you're not breaking $1 billion this year. Fucking Fortnite. Fuck off.
Like you went from making because
I was hoping he said fiduciary. I was hoping he said fiduciary.
But it's true though. Like,
no facts.
Yeah.
They went from making $9 billion to now they might make $4 or $5 billion now. But I mean, even still, they're not making as much money as they would like to be making or what they feel they should be making. But they said that the costly miss could extend beyond Warner Brothers and further deter investment in gaming by traditional media firms when they should be expanding, said Juice Van Drunen, who teaches the video game business at New York University. Now, to go a little bit deeper into it, it says that the high-profile failure came at a particularly bad time for Warner Brothers Chief Executive Officer David Zaslav, who, for those of you don't know who I'm talking about, we talk about David Zaslav sometimes over on the Blerd Cave too. Basically, he came in. He is the one responsible for why the Batgirl movie got axed, even though it was finished. He is also responsible for a ton of other movies that have been thrown into the dustbin despite the fact that they were finished and worked on. He's also the reason why there's a class action lawsuit potentially developing to go after him for doing these things. Because basically he's taken the work of other people. Like, people have worked on these things, and now it's like, oh, man, get the shit up out of here. Like,
this is that type of shit that even Netflix does, right? Where they shelf it and then they get a tax credit at the end of the year for some shit or something.
Yeah. That's all. It was literally for tax cred. But the parent company of CNN, HBO, TNT, and other cable networks was already grappling with challenges on multiple fronts, from plunging TV ad sales and struggling movie theaters to escalating sports rights fees and growing threats from AI. Over the past 2 years, the company's share price had plummeted from $26 in April of 2022 to a little over $8 the day of the call. So, and this kind of ties into some stuff we're going to be talking about here in a minute, but we're going to wait on that. I want to point at this because you notice how you see a lot of like Warner Brothers movies, a lot of HBO related stuff on like Netflix, Disney Plus, Tubi TV. The reason why is because like Warner Brothers is so broke right now. They are literally selling off the rights to all of their different TV shows, movies, and properties. Like, case in point, I don't know if y'all do this. You could watch Batman v Superman and Justice League and all the other shit on Tubi TV.
No shit. With commercials, though?
With commercials, sadly.
With commercials.
What's that? What is this, 2013?
Right, exactly.
I was looking at DVD player and play that shit.
Oh, yeah. Was it Insecure? I think Insecure is on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to get back into that.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is still on Netflix. But like, they've been licensing out all of their shit to all, like, hell, I think some of their shows, I forget which one, there's a few of their shows that are on Disney Plus right now. And that's just how broke they are. They are so broke that they have to sell the entire store to get that money back. But all of that was in aid of saying that multiple people who worked on the project say their growing concerns were often met with promises from management that Suicide Squad would eventually coalesce at the last minute, just as the Arkham games had. Several employees adopted the term toxic positivity to describe the culture of the company, which discouraged criticism. Leadership didn't seem worried, they say, even as other traditionally single-player game studios that chase the live service trend were delivering abysmal results with games such as Anthem, which earned a lowly score of 59 out of 100 on Metacritic, Marvel's Avengers, which had a 67 out of 100, and Redfall.
Sad about Anthem.
Man, dude, first off, Anthem was a goddamn crying shame because on paper, that game should have got money.
Did you play it all? Did you play it at all?
No. I watched people play it just because I couldn't. I knew the game was dead on arrival before it came out, so I did not even bother with it.
I actually bought it because of Robo.
Flying around,
Pretty
and
fun.
the way that game looked, and the way the mechanics worked on flying, how they dropped the ball on that shit. Everybody said the same thing. I mean, listen, I loved it. It was a running joke between Chris and I loved it. But I couldn't deny that, man, this game is boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, there ain't shit to do here. And you want me to, what's the drop rate? Somebody posted it in Reddit. Like, drop rates were like 0.02%. I'm like, what the fuck?
So what they did what Avengers did. Because, like, when the game was, like on the, literally, before it kind of, like, was just, oh, yeah, this game's fucking dead. They made it to where it took twice, and in some cases 3 times the amount of XP to level up to try and keep you playing more. And when people called them out for it, they were like, oh.
Hey, dude, they've been doing that.
I was going to say, and that's actually kind of null and void, considering that somebody found out that legendary weapons perform the same as your basic shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From a stats perspective, and from I say, like, yeah, there's literally no difference between your basic primary that you got at the beginning and a legendary drop. Right?
Yeah.
The very few exceptions.
I didn't know that. Well, I wouldn't know. I didn't get a legendary drop ever. So
he's like, man, that must be nice. You got a legendary.
Damn, that's crazy.
But I want to point out, because Deck It Out said basically the thing that I've heard a lot of people say in response to this. And it's true. It's that, BioWare magic or Activision magic or, you fill in the blank problematic
Blizzard.
Company. Yeah, Blizzard magic. Yeah. This was basically them like, no, we'll get that money. Yeah, Konami.
Bethesda magic.
Yeah, Bethesda magic. Same thing. I mean, but you're not wrong.
Conversation.
But you're not wrong. But they go on to say that despite internal concerns, among frontline workers, executives from Warner Brothers kept reviewing demonstrations of the game and sending laudatory feedback, praising the graphics and saying they expected Suicide Squad to become $1 billion franchise. Basically, what I saw somebody else in the chat say, a Destiny killer, is basically what they were hoping for. But whatever the outcome, the studio's co-founders wouldn't be there to see it through. In the fall of 2022, Warner Brothers announced that Hill and Walker were leaving Rocksteady to work on a new adventure, and that a pair of longtime employees, Nathan Burlow and Darius I'm gonna fuck that name up, Sedasian, we're just gonna say that, were being promoted in their wake. The change in leadership shocked the Rocksteady staff, and Hill and Walker said little in public to elaborate on their reasons for leaving. Later, when they started a new studio called 100 Star Games, they told potential recruits from Rocksteady that they would have the opportunity to make a game free of the mandates and pressures from a corporation like Warner Brothers.
Oof.
Oof.
That is...
I'm gonna throw a plot twist there, because you would think after all this shit they would learn their lesson. Have you guys seen what's happening with the Wonder Woman game? I found out about this shit literally on my way home. Because the game was supposed to be basically a Shadow of Mordor. It has supposed to have like a nemesis system,
right?
Procedural storytelling game. It's gonna be a live service game.
So they have not learned their. They haven't learned their lesson.
They have not learned the system. And it was something. Like literally on my way home, I looked it up and I saw it and I was like, oh,
I see it now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, and it's like, you guys seriously, either this is self-sabotage for whatever fucking reason, but yeah, man, like they continue to do the same bullshit, and we continue to say this doesn't fucking work, and it continues to happen.
So this is why Wonder Woman didn't show up last year. Oh, go ahead.
Let me ask you guys something. Like, let's and chat.
Fallout 76 into this.
I think you know what's funny is that Maneater and I just started Fallout 76 again yesterday.
Damn.
I mean, new characters and everything. It's beautiful, and I think I'm only saying that because I just got done playing Fallout 3. I'm in the middle of Fallout New Vegas, and so playing Fallout 76. I was like, God damn, this is nice. Anyways, so live service games. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we say like they're not doing well, or there's a lot that don't do well, but even games that maybe aren't what they once were, it would be silly to say that they didn't do well, right? Like
Yes.
Destiny 2, have they fallen off? Of course, right? But they did well. Fortnite is still fucking having Ariana Grande concerts and Marvel skins. I mean, they're pushing, right?
Hell, they got
There's
My Hero
something-
Academia and Ninja Turtles and shit now.
I'm saying
Rick and
Helldivers 2 is pushing, is still going hard. Not what it was in its prime, like any new game, it has to drop off, but it's still going, right? Like Elite X1 said, like Helldiver 2 and some other JRPG that I have no idea what he said was, I guess it's probably a good game. It was like Horizon Ever Love Teardrops or some shit like that. But I'm like,
Crystal Diamond Saga.
what is it about the game? Because yeah, exactly. Of the wind. But it's like,
Damn.
oh, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink.
There it is. Yeah.
But here's the thing: is like,
Wait, C-Fang came in and he was like, what he just said. Look, dude, Elite will cuss you out one day. He'll be like,
I'm waiting for it.
He's like, you know what the fuck game I'm talking about. He's like,
wait, time out. Why am I catching strays? Oh, Chris got jokes. I'm not. You know what? This
hey,
Yeah,
you know what, Chris, your mic don't work.
Chris.
your mic don't work now.
Damn, Chris, why would you say that?
Yeah.
No, but
You gotta-
here's my question. My question is, we like playing these games.
Yeah.
But we also like collectively hate them. What is it about it? What that writes articles like these, that gets articles like these that, oh, it's a disappointment. Like, do we ever go, man, another live action, they're probably gonna fuck up, but it would be really nice if they don't. Is it just because it's live action? What is it that we hate about live action?
You know,
I could go ahead.
oh
Go
no,
ahead.
all I was gonna say
live
is
service.
live service, yeah. Oh,
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
I think, well, for one, I think this is actually a great topic. Like that we can go more in depth on at a later date, but I can say right now,
Yeah, we should write it down.
yeah, no, that's literally what I'm doing right now.
Nice.
I'm actually, I literally just wrote it down. Putting a pin in that for
why
later.
we hate live service games. All
Yeah,
right.
or even just the things we love, or that supposedly that we love. But no,
Or supposedly what we hate.
or that too.
Look, the algorithm loves hate. Let's just give it what it wants.
Yeah. Well, because the reason, the thing you just said, it made me think about a conversation I think that we had on the Blerd Cave, Carter and myself, and also on the Hero Mode podcast the other day. It's like anime. Isekai is one of the most hated genres of anime.
Remind me, which one is that? What is that?
So that's
Fish out of
like
water.
basically like solo leveling. Well, solo leveling is kind of an isekai,
No.
but like just the idea of you, the main character going to another world, like
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Yeah,
Forspoken
okay. Yeah.
is isekai, essentially.
yeah,
Got it.
Forspoken is
And
an
I made
isekai.
that joke, and I searched it offline. I said,
Sword Art Online,
Yeah.
all that shit. Yeah,
You know what's crazy? If I would have said that, he would have remembered even quicker.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that thing you had to look up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. The other world thing. Got it. Yeah.
but the thing is, for so many people to hate isekais get made a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and they get watched a lot.
Yeah.
And live service games are kind of the same way, only not as effective. Like, it's one of those where people hate live service games, but there's still lots of people who still play them because live service game is kind of loaded. You can technically count games that people don't think of as live service as those are live service. Like, case in point.
Ubisoft Open Worlds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would
Wait,
even go
which
as far
one?
as
Ubisoft open worlds, right? They're so bloated with shit to do that they might as well be live service.
Yes. It's like there's always some bullshit you got to go do. There's always something on the map. There's always something being added. But like, traditionally speaking, like when I think of a live service game, I think of like the games we talked about earlier: Redfall, Marvel's Avengers, Anthem. But I also think about games like Fortnite and Overwatch because those are games that are always going. Yeah, they're games that are like hell. Even Dead by Daylight is a live service game. Just like really to me, anything that has a fucking battle pass to me is a live service game.
So like Call of Duty multiplayer, not a live service, but Warzone is a live service.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, no. That's perfect. Now. Anyways, I think to answer your question, why we hate them, right, is when it feels predatory, right? Because when you grab a studio like Rocksteady and you make them do the Suicide Squad, and these are the people that make the Arkham series, right? One of the games that has been reviewed as one of the best superhero game series.
Jumanji.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Yeah. Jumanji is the isekai.
Wizard of Oz, Monster Hunter.
Wait. Would Jumanji be an isekai, the original one? Since
not the original. It would be okay. So here's the thing: original Jumanji would be as much an isekai as Solo Leveling is, because it's another world invading your world. But
I think that's a term for that.
The newer Jumanji.
You went into portals too, though.
Huh?
In Solo Leveling, you went into portals to other worlds.
Technically, you do go to other worlds
in the main world.
Yeah,
but you keep that power on the way out, so it's not isekai.
Right? It's Solo Leveling to me is like a reverse isekai.
That's what it is. That's actually what it's called. I just looked it up. Reverse isekai.
So the Rock is the Rock and what's his face?
Kevin Hart, and all
funny guy. Yeah.
The newer Jumanji films, those are isekai. Those are
and Robin Williams reverse isekai. Okay,
reverse isekai.
Now some may argue because they didn't get hit by a bus to go into the magical world.
True.
It's not an isekai. And that's actually like people will argue that.
Yeah.
Because in every isekai, no one got hit by a bus.
And that's what the argument started. The bus was not present.
There was no truck coon. Well, but here's the thing though. Here's my reverse argument to that. But here's my reverse argument to that. Yu Yu Hakusho got hit by a truck.
He went to the spirit world.
He went to the spirit world, but he stays on Earth.
He came back. So you can argue that you can argue they saw it as an isekai.
Wait, is Spirited Away an isekai? Is Spirited Away an isekai?
That's actually a good
kind
question.
of. I mean, like the way I always understood isekai, like if you leave out the truck coon bullshit. Honestly, the way I look at isekai,
what is a truck? Now we got a whole new segment. What is it? And we welcome There's a Culture to educate Robos Boomerang. What is a truck coon?
So
it is an isekai. It's considered one of the first isekais.
What is it?
Spirited Away.
Oh, Spirited Away. Wow.
Yeah, good job, Robo.
There you go. Look at you. Well,
shout him out.
The thing about truck coon is, so I don't know if you know this about Japanese culture. So when you put coon at the end of a name, it's kind of like
what's his face? The Magnus guy, the YouTuber.
No. You know what? Yeah. But no, it's like.
But when you start taking the person off, he says she's like he's like the danger button. Just throw it out there.
Actually, you know what? I feel uncomfortable. But no. But when you put so just for clarification from our audio files, KUN at the if you like kind of like how you say like case in point.
Son.
Yeah, like son. Like if I was to say Robo-son, that would be like the equivalent of me saying calling you sir. Or like Mr. or something like that. Right, yeah. Or like if I call you senpai, that means or if I say, hey, Robo Senpai, that means I kind of look to you as like I see you as
I look up to you. I look up to you.
Yeah, you are my elder statesman. You are the person who I look to, and it's also another son. And you also have Sama, which is almost more like a more
Sensei.
royal. It's like more of a royalty, same energy, but like royalty or something like that. Or
I thought Sama was more like for like teachers and stuff. Aside from Sensei, it's like
I've usually only heard it. I've typically only heard it used in regards to like people of like status. but it could also
Yeah.
be used in other situations.
That documentary Shogun taught me that.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This motherfucker. But no, so Coon is a cutesy kind of like playful, like you like if I call like someone who you saw as a friend, like like a case of typically you use it with like male people people who are male. Chan is for like is the kind of same thing but for females.
Right. Okay.
But basically. Yeah, basically,
Coon.
Truck Coon is the truck that usually hits, or the truck or bus that hits somebody that sends them to the isekai.
So the isekai.
Yeah.
So you call it Truck Coon.
Now,
got a
what is the last one, and then we're gonna get back on track. What is the anime where the actual trucker bus happened for it to be called that?
It wasn't. It was just like kind of like fan dub that people call it Truck Coon. That it was like Truck Coon sent it to the isekai, but then a manga did come out featuring Truck Coon.
Yeah. It became a staple.
So they called it a bus coon or truck coon, and there was no old anime that a character got
not
hit
in
by a
the
truck
strictest sense. Not in the strictest
It was just
sense.
it happened so often that people just dubbed it that. You know what I'm saying?
Like you know how everything has like a trope. Like everything has a trope. Like it's
Yeah.
if you
But
look
that's what
at,
I'm asking. Like the trope has to the trope is the truck. So where's the truck or the bus, right?
I think it's because it happened way too many times. Because writers had to figure out how can I get this character into this
So
fantastic
that's what I'm
world.
asking. Who got hit by a truck or a bus for it to be happen? You said it happens a lot.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like but it also happens in stuff that isn't considered an isekai. Like that's why I brought up Yu Yu Hakusho because technically the very beginning of Yu Yu Hakusho, Yusuke gets like
Was it a truck or a car?
I think no, it was a truck. It was a well. So it wasn't a truck. It was like a transport truck, like the type of truck that like you would haul something on, more or less.
Got it.
But basically, he got knocked out of his fucking slippers on that one. And,
he got his life subscriptions canceled.
Yeah,
literally, that's what's supposed to show.
Yeah, no, he got laid down, and but once again, in the strictest sense, Yu Yu Hakusho, not an isekai, not really. It's not considered one. Not by my estimation.
It's a shonen. Okay, so I just looked it up. All right, in the live action, he got hit by the truck. In the anime, he got hit by a car.
Okay, never mind. And you know what?
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned it, that is actually what's fresher in my head is the live action.
Because the live action, he got ragdolled.
Oh yeah, no, live action, he got laid down. Like it was like okay, you know how like when you die in a Bethesda game, that's how he died. like you know like when in Fallout when you go into vats and you like shoot somebody and they just go and then they like kind of. And then the leg goes back behind, and they kind of shake a little bit, and like the arm rattles. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's how he got laid down. But all of that. Look, see, we're like way far off the fucking base. We're way off the reservation. I brought up a lot of this stuff initially. This was all in aid of saying that we were talking about people who get drugged down into the rabbit hole. And I can actually tell you right now. So okay, and I think this will be. I think here. I want to see what some of these other ones are here before we actually move on. Okay, here. I was really kind of setting all this up for one thing and really one thing only. The long and short of it is, a lot of people. There were some people, not a lot of people. There were some people who tried to take Jason Schreier's article breaking all this stuff down and say, why didn't you bring up SBI? And for those that don't know what SBI is,
don't say it.
If you say it, it's like Beetlejuice. You say SBI 3 times and then a woke game is born. It was there's not one mention of the woke tone turning off fans or SBI influence. Really, Jason? And then Jason says this article is about what actually happened. Also, I just want to point out the ratio. I just want to point out the ratio. Because for those that don't know, Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. Sweet Baby Inc. did work on that game, if I'm not mistaken. Like, they consulted on it. But the thing about that is they're like people act like Sweet Baby Inc. actually develops the game. They don't develop any games. They just consult on them.
They're in the boardrooms, you know what I'm saying? Like, clearly, this
Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Damn, I'm hungry now.
It did, right? But but now he so this was his response. He said, right. So it didn't have any effect on development behind the scenes, hiring practices, or turning off millions of fans. Do you not remember this game is what kicked off the SBI drama to begin with? To not even mention it is negligent, absent journalism, dishonestly so. First off, this person does not actually talk like this. They're trying to sound intelligent and only actually sound more stupid as a result.
That was ChatGPT.
This was ChatGPT 100%. This wasn't the paid version. This is the free ChatGPT. It's free.
That's probably ChatGPT 3.
Yeah.
Look, community college ChatGPT.
Look, Robo looked at it, was like, no, that's ChatGPT free. That's what that is. That's ChatGPT. Yeah, that's ChatGPT.
I mean, they're on 4.0 right now. And this is the price point. I'm saying.
Yeah, this old. Like this one only goes back to 2016. This one only goes back. But no. And I want to point out something here. This is a disingenuous grift, and I say this because this person is citing things that had no bearing on the development of Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, like why it failed, because people didn't like this game from the word go. Like the moment that this game... Oh, no, 100%. Here, I have it right here. Right here, bam. Not long after the pair left, Suicide Squad was shown to the world for the first time in a digital PlayStation showcase that revealed 10 minutes of footage. Fans were largely unimpressed and slammed the preview for looking generic and repetitive. One Forbes writer described it as live service hell.
Damn.
And see, that's the thing, though. That's my thing. It's like live service hell. It's like, if we are mad that we just released these games as a cash grab, right? We see those. We know what that looks like. Mm-hmm. Like, you didn't fucking care about this fucking game. You just wanted something to sell skins at because you want Fortnite money. That's what you want.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
But
yeah,
Destiny wasn't that.
Nope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Destiny wasn't that. So, dude,
it took like 2 expansions for Destiny to actually get playable.
Well,
Destiny 1?
Yeah, Destiny 1. It's not till like the one of the Fallen King. That's when he actually got his review scores back up. Same thing with Hello Games is No Man's Sky. The first,
so they had to find their stride and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean it was just because you failed doesn't mean that it was a cash grab, right? Like, so maybe you just the story didn't capture, right?
Well,
no, you're right. But go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say just what Deck It Out just said though. You know, people just like the game. Once a screenshot came out that showed that it was the inventory UI. Basically, it looked like fucking Destiny. It looked like a typical live service game.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, here's the thing. Destiny was marketed as a live service.
Yes.
Right? This game from the jump, right? How they started the promotion. Hey, Rocksteady is making a new game in the Suicide Squad. People were thinking Arkham,
that's
right?
Right.
You know, and then when the game starts, like the screenshots and then the trailers, people start getting disappointed, right? Because at the end of the day, right, when you grab a studio that is known for something and they did something spectacular with the Batman Arkham,
I gotta write notes because I have retorts.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm not gonna say them here. I'm not gonna say them here.
No, I got it.
You wrote that. I'm gonna write down now. Not to you, but just to the idea of it.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, I'm forcing myself not to.
No, I got you. So I'll keep it short. But at least for me, right? In my opinion, and I actually like this conversation for a future topic. If it doesn't feel predatory, then I will consume it. Right? Helldiver did not feel predatory. You know what I mean? Games like
it became predatory, but it's not. It didn't start out predatory.
It didn't start out that way, right?
Same thing with Helldiver barely sells anything. Yeah, and the shit it does sell, you could play for if you wanted to, just longer.
And that's what I'm saying though, and that's why games like the Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2 became such a fucking chaotic mess because it felt predatory. Like you need to pay to win. You need to pay to unlock the characters you want to use. If not, you can technically get them at playing, but you got to play 100 hours to unlock one character. When those games feel that level of predatory, where they're using great studios to create single player experiences, and they just devolve it into something very artificial, it feels like a smack in the face. At least in my opinion.
It's a AAA. I think I'm picking up what y'all are putting down. It becomes a AAA mobile game.
Yeah, yes. basically,
Perfect.
yeah,
perfect.
Tons of mic. Well, and here's the thing, and what I really want to showcase here is Jason Schreier's response. This is the response you give somebody when they start talking about CRT, DEI, FBI, DEI, whatever, ESG, any dumb acronym. Yeah, like just all of it. He basically says, I asked 24 people who worked on the game what went wrong, and not a single one mentioned the words sweet baby. You are chasing angry hallucinations created by grifters who make money off your rage. And that was pretty much the end of it. Like after he said that, like that was pretty much the end of the conversation. Like I think dude still kept trying to fight other people in the replies, but like Jason Schreier said that shit and dropped the mic on him and left. And like I said, this was all in his own thread. So I was just like, bruh, I was like, man. And also just the fact that like every response was a ratio. It was like every response is like, oh, yeah, 73 people liked my response to you, but 11,000 people like Jason's response to you. This is like, yeah, man, dude, nobody, this ain't the fight you think it is, bruh. This ain't the fight you want.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what we have been. That's the shit we've been screaming for a while. You know what I mean? It's like it's the fact that this. Here's the thing. Let me say this one time real quick, because I this is something that we didn't show, or maybe we did. I don't remember. But sometimes I'll swap accounts and I'll go give those clowns a view, and I'll see like what kind of shit they're talking about. Like that Hypnotic dude. Hypnotic's shown this clip I'm about to bring up. Quartering's shown this clip. Everybody's shown this one clip. And it's the girl at a conference.
From Sweet Baby.
Yeah. I call her the girl, the CEO who of Sweet Baby. She's like in that conference and goes, I'm gonna butcher it. I don't remember what she said exactly, but it was something along the lines of make them afraid. If they're not going to work with you, make them afraid. Let them know what happens. And it's funny what a worldview will do to alter your perspective on reality, right? When I heard that, I heard something very, very different than what they heard. Because what they heard, they have to add shit. They gotta assume that, you know, they gotta read her mind. They gotta add stuff because the other people who want to hear what they want to hear are sitting there waiting to be confirmed, waiting to have their biases confirmed, right? And it's like, what I heard was, we're gonna have stories told correctly, okay? And when you put a little black girl in your game, like Ragnarok did, then make sure they understand the value we bring so that she could be authentically black. If they don't want to work with you, make them afraid. What does make them afraid mean to me? Let them know your game's gonna fucking suck. Let them know that there are other games out there who are doing it right, and your game is gonna look like shit if you don't get this right. You know what I mean? Let them know that the bottom line is that their bottom line's in trouble if they have stories that suck or characters that are inauthentic. But these motherfuckers show that clip every time and go, see, they're forcing it. And if we don't want to do it, they'll threaten. But they never explain what threatening means. Like, what do they think the threatening means to? And they don't have an answer for that. They just let the people who send in 10,000 super chats and all the clicks and the views to go, yeah, see, they're threatening us. I'm like, what do you think she's threatening you with then? If that's what it is, you know what I mean? So this shit is all fucking.
It's performative.
I love his response because it's exactly right. It's like, you can't even describe what the fuck you're talking about. These people can't even define woke.
Well, no, Chaya
was a
Rychik.
great word.
Chaya Rychik, this what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
She literally went viral not that long ago for
What's her
being at a
name?
college. She was speaking to some students, and one of them literally asked her to define woke, and she stuttered. She couldn't do it.
Right.
She could not do it.
Interview with Taylor Lorenz. It was like her arch nemesis, supposedly the woman who doxed her and yada yada yada, and she decided for some fucking reason. This is how I know. You know, you ever get those kind of people that they're surrounded by people who gas their heads up? You ever know that dude who swore he could beat up everybody because his friends gassed him up and then get their ass beat? You know what I mean? I think people are surrounded by the wrong kind of people sometimes. And somebody told Chaya Rychik that she was an intellectual, like you are running the internet. You have millions of followers. Donald Trump retweets your shit. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, you think you're big shit now.
Taylor Lorenz, that journalist you hate, a journalist, by the way, a journalist who's her whole job is research and writing and language and speaking, you know.
And that's
like,
9 to 5.
And that whole interview made her look really, really stupid. And,
but the thing is, it was a cope. It was cope for her though, because pretty much everybody that would be like on her side spent the next 2 months trying to do videos and articles and social media posts talking about how she owned Taylor Lorenz.
Right.
But anyone who actually had half a functioning brain and watched that interview, all you did was see Chaya Rychik not answer questions. That's
right.
all she did.
Right.
She didn't own anybody. What happened was she got owned and did not have a response.
Right.
And everybody's like, see how she owned her. And and I promise you, if you look this shit up, every video that tries to show like where she owned Taylor Lorenz, it's always something where she's not responding to the question she was asked.
Yeah,
it's always her not responding to the question.
Or moving the goalpost.
Yeah.
I like that video. That alert is so dope.
Dude, thank you, man. I worked so hard on it that it took me all of I don't know how long to find a GIF.
We need to figure out a way to get that the letters bigger.
Well, I can. It's because I shrunk it down because it was like taking up the whole screen. I think I can change it in Streamlabs, but it'll
or maybe the resolution of the GIF itself.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. You didn't think I was talking about like that whole 5 hours thing.
Robo Crows now. He'll figure it out.
He's like, you got this. But you know what? It is awesome because it lets us know. Oh, wait, it went away from me. Wait, where'd it go?
Don't leave me.
There it is. It came back. It is our boy Gillismo out here with the 1999 super chat says, everyone loves outrage. But when you prove it's a false narrative and show them their faults and contributions to that narrative, silence follows. It's commonplace to hear, but not to listen. That is first off. That's bars. That's bars, right? You did. Yeah. First off, I'm kind of mad at you right now because you didn't have to bar him up like that. You didn't have to bar him up like that. You didn't.
See, this was cool. This was cool about your peers being old because you start hearing like some old person sayings that you started saying. So now I'm gonna say that to my grandkid. I'm like, hey, you're hearing me, but you're not listening.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh yeah.
I need you to do less of this. All right, more of this.
You know what's crazy? I said that at work not too long ago. It's like, hey, you're replying. It's like you're not listening. You're listening to reply, not to understand.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. That's 100%.
You want to know what's a pet peeve of mine? You ever talk to somebody and their mouth does this while you're talking?
Yeah.
And then you're like, what? Go ahead. Like, no, go ahead. I'm like, no, like that mouth move you just did. Let me know I'm talking to myself. So just fucking talk.
Yeah. Like like I said, the shit's fucking wild. But everything right here, and I'm like, I'm gonna tell you right now, the response that I had up earlier, that is the textbook response that you give anytime someone tries someone tries to big talk you on some bullshit. Just say this every time. You are chasing angry hallucinations created by grifters who make money off your rage. Because here's the thing. They can't tell you that you're wrong because a cognitive dissonance will suddenly take over in their minds. And their heads will likely explode. I actually saw this today. I saw another instance this today. I forget the gentleman's name, but someone from Kinda Funny Games had somebody in their mentions. And the dude actually here, I actually want to pull this up because this was like the greatest instance. This was the greatest instance. Here, I'm pulling this up right now because y'all got to see this shit. It is fucking beautiful. So here it is. So this is how it starts. This is how it starts out. Right here. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit so y'all can see a little better. Here it is. It says, this is Dreamcast guy. Yeah, so yeah, obviously they know their shit. Psych. No shade to the Dreamcast people. I have 2 of them. I just don't play it anymore. But Paris said, as I stated on Kinda Funny Games Cast, the Xbox Showcase will be a 9.5. And then, Dreamcast retweet saying LOL. So I don't think dude realized that Paris was going to respond. And as you can see here, Paris says, when you make your video that Xbox is doomed, don't clip half of what I said to fit your agenda like you did last time. And then apologize when I confront you about it in person. And then the guy was like, hey, I did apologize, LOL. I will be watching the Xbox Showcase, though, with an open mind, but a 9.5 out of 10 ain't happening. Did the little tongue sticking out thing. Well, then this guy comes back and says, all I'm saying is leave me out of your videos. You admitted to me in person that you don't believe the stuff you post and purposefully make negative Xbox videos to appeal to your PlayStation audience because it, quotey fingers, pays the bills.
Damn.
Now, here's the funny. Here's the funny thing. So, friend of the channel, Nick from Nerd901, he was the one who actually put me on game with this because he was like, dude, just after you posted that thing about Jason Schreier, he was like, literally, this happened at the exact same time. And I pointed out to him, I was like, man, I said, it's kind of wild how dude legit did not respond to him after that tweet. Like, I actually went through. Like, this had 267 replies. Went and looked through it. He was not in them. Now we know why, because if we scroll down just a little bit, he says, the fact this guy blocked me and made a video proves my point. You said what you said, just own it. And because of the way the Twitter now works in the wake of Elon Musk taking over, blocking people doesn't necessarily keep them so much from being able to reply to stuff if they are kind of already, if you're already kind of like, I guess
in the thread,
Yeah. So basically, this dude, like, and I saw shit like this happen to me not too long ago, where people, like, I would say something that would like shut them down, and they would legit like block me. Like, they would say some wild shit to me, and then block me so I couldn't reply to it, like so they could get the last word. And I was like, and I remember one dude did it, and I was like, oh, I said, so you just a bitch. And that motherfucker came back quick. I was unblocked immediately.
Hey, I know we probably shouldn't do this on stream live, but I do like the fact that we play both sides. Because I'll be like, it's blocking season. I'll block everybody.
Oh,
but if somebody blocks me, I'm like, scared bitch.
Oh, dude, no, let me tell you something. But here's the difference though. I feel like when we block people, it's not because like, oh, you said something I can't respond to. It's like, You're just saying dumb shit and you're not listening.
Right.
Like you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I have responded and I'm done with you now.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like when I block people, it's not because, oh my God, you got me. It's like, no, like, because if that was the case, there would be so many people that would get blocked because I get got all the time. Like I make mistakes and I own up to them.
Yeah.
But case in point, there were people that were busting my head on TikTok because of a video that I did with Captain Diesel. And Captain Diesel was clipping it up and he put it out there. And like in the clip, I made a statement about something and I was very loud and wrong at the same time.
It's happening.
And it was about who had the Venom suit and it left them while they were web swinging. And I think I said Lee Price, but it was actually somebody else. Or maybe it was the reverse. I don't know. I've slept since then. But there were a lot of people that were cooking my shit in the comments to that video. I didn't block anybody. I didn't respond to anybody either. But I mean, like, because there was a lot of people. But like, I just was like, I'm not gonna like block people because they're cooking my shit. I don't care. Like, if I block you, it's because you're being disruptive to my day to day. Like, if that's one of those, like, like when I blocked Marcel Dupree because he was tweeting me so much that at 3:00 in the morning, my phone was blowing up. And I mean, I could have put it on like silent.
Mute him or something.
Yeah, but it was just one of those things where I just did it on principle because I was like, he was tweeting, like he was quote tweeting me so much. And not just like quote tweeting my replies, but quote tweeting my replies, the same reply multiple times for each one. And I was like, dude, you're literally just filling up my notifications so I can't even see the people who actually matter.
Yeah.
Like the people I actually want to reply to. So I just blocked him to get rid of that. And then I unblocked him the next day. Like I actually went back. I unblocked him.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I know all about not block people for fucking up. But one time I was on Threads, I put like somebody said something. I will always do a capital B for black, and I'm like, yep, capital B for black, capital I for indigenous, capital A for Asian.
I remember that.
That W stay in lowercase. And then somebody comes in here and somebody goes, bro, you're gonna say all that and spell indigenous with the lowercase I? I was like,
damn.
Oh,
that's
damn.
Yeah,
I was like, you got me.
Yeah, I
got me.
I'm like,
Look,
fair enough.
Hey,
I'm not gonna even delete it. I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna own it.
However, I remember this shit.
I mean, look, hey.
But he's right.
Like you're just saying, like, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. At that point. I mean, you just accept it. You just accept it. But no, exactly. Who the fuck is Marcel Dupree? Nobody cares.
That's it.
But
That's
he was just.
Hey, Susan Turpin's here. We can start now.
Yeah. Okay. So the show can start.
Right.
Okay.
Hey.
So. Welcome to the Nerds of Culture podcast, episode 28 of the. I'm joking.
Earth's mightiest subscribers. I got to say it.
I mean, yeah, this guy. But no, it's yeah. It just. I'm sorry. I just. That's just a lot of times. If someone like, I'll be honest with you, that's a fast way to get blocked. I actually told somebody that the other day. Because they were tweeting at me a lot. Like they did like 8 replies to a tweet that like it wasn't like they were replying to their own tweet. They were replying to the same tweet, but just different times. So like every response was in a different like it wasn't in the same thread, which I think is just crazy in 2024. But then they I told them, I was like, hey, look, I'm not trying to be mean, but I was like, if you keep blowing my phone up like this, I'm gonna block you. And they were like, "Oh shit, my bad." They were like, "I didn't think any of these were going through because I'm not on Wi-Fi right now, and I'm in a building where like the reception's bad." And when they explained the situation, I was like, "Dude, we're cool." I was like, "We're cool." I said, "Just hey," and I think they even said it before I did. They said, "Next time, I'm just gonna wait till I got service," and I was like, or I got Wi-Fi, and I was like, "Cool."
Ron Mars, not gonna lie, Ron Mars did that to me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it was when he was on our deal and when I Freaking Love Comics was getting blown up a little bit. because he came on the show, and then I was going back and forth. I was doing the old me, cooking on Twitter, and Ron Mars comes in. There's like, can you guys take me off this? I wanted to be like I was on his side, but I was like, if I was feeling some kind of way, I was a little bit butthurt, and I'm like, but you don't know how to mute? You can mute this shit. Why you gotta call me out like that?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I had to say,
What's wrong with you?
well, yeah, not to put anyone on blast, but Vita Ayala did the same thing to me one time.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, they DM'd.
I'm gonna need you to calm all the way down.
Yeah, well, no, it was funny because
you're doing this for, but it's not for me.
Oh no! Well, the funny part about it, we laughed about it later, but like it was funny because like it wasn't even so much that like I said anything crazy about them or not that anyone was saying anything. Well, I mean, there was some people that were being kind of rude, but like
Marcel Wallace, Jonathan.
Oh, that guy sounds like a Pulp Fiction character. But no, it was funny because I mean they weren't wrong. They basically just kind of hit me up and they were polite about it. They were like, hey, I don't really like being tagged in like discourse with about my books. And I was like, hey, I totally get it. I appreciate it. I said I will totally never do this again. And it's actually Vita's kind of one of the reasons why I don't tag certain creators. Because I remember when I got into it with Mark Brooks about the Pepe Larraz thing, that was something that came up where before we actually realized we had common ground. Yeah, he was like, hey, why didn't you just like at Pepe directly or DM him or something like that? And I was like, well, I normally don't because I have been told before not to do that. So I said, that's why I don't. I mean, the people who I know are okay with it, I do. But the people I know don't like it, I won't do it. Like I'll just be like, nah, man, we'll just you do.
You know what? Talking about like in thread, right? Not the main post, but in thread. A lot of people don't know this. When you make a new tweet, like you click reply, and it'll say like replying to so and so and 3 others. If you click that 3 others, a pull down of names and you can uncheck people. And I almost always, if it's like somebody like famous, but not like so famous, like I might have to interact with them one day. I'll be like, let me uncheck that dude real quick.
but at the same time, what you said earlier, I do have that same energy because I'm like, I do this shit all the time. When I put up that tweet about Yasuke and you blew the fuck up, you know the first thing I fucking did? Hit them little 3 fucking dots at the top of that tweet, at the top right corner, and said, mute conversation, and went on with my fucking day.
Yeah.
So,
that doesn't really happen that often with me, so I keep that shit on so I get that little bit of dopamine.
Look, let me tell you something.
Like, another like, nice.
He's like, I got it. Well, no, I'm going to tell you, this is my shit right here. It's an Ice-T quote. It's an Ice-T quote that I use as my banner. And I love it because it's
when he goes in the air and goes, I care now. You made me care now.
Well, kind of, but no. Like right here where it says,
"Who gets that reference? Who in the chat gets that reference?
Who here watches Rick and Morty? Who did it? Sorry. But water tea. But no. It says, I get on Twitter, talk a little shit, get off, back to life. That's my life in a nutshell when it comes to
that's what's up.
To Twitter.
That's what's
like
up.
when people tell me that like I'm terminally online, I'm like, y'all have no idea that how quickly I can give up Twitter. Like
yeah, you
like
be like,
that.
look, you must be fucking me. You got me fucked up with Robo or something because I don't sound this bitch like that.
Well, no, there were some other folks I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna call names because
as soon as you said that, I started singing. They not like us. They don't like us. And I was like,
I'm like, shit, I am.
I mean, well, I feel like when you're building a social media presence, I think it is actually a good thing to kind of be a little terminally online. But like for me, who does not give a fuck about social media, no, God.
Right.
That said, I do want to touch on one last thing before we end for the night. We got one last thing, and it is what I put in the thumbnail. Because I think we didn't talk about it on this stream. I think we talked about it in the Blerd Cave kind of briefly. But like one of the things I saw in the discourse recently was that, oh man, that Furiosa ain't doing too hot. Everybody's like,
Oh
man,
shit, yeah. Why aren't people going to the theaters? Yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah. people were like, oh man, dude, y'all know that? Y'all heard about that Mad Max? Man, out here failing big time, man. Just out here, out here, whole ass bombing at the box office. So it actually made me want to look into something because it kind of reminds me of a little bit of a discourse that we had when we initially started Nerds of Culture. And
like
it's that.
7 or something. I think it was like episode 7 or something.
It was actually our very first one.
Then let me stop talking. Clearly, I'm delusional.
Well, no,
Clearly,
just
I'm hungry.
but no, we talked about how with the Marvels, we were talking about why the Marvels bombed at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I always want to point this out to people because there's a lot of factors that go into why a movie bombs, and it rarely has anything to do with what the movie is about. Very rarely. So, as you know, Furiosa, which it had a lot to work against, which I think that's the part, like people, like it kind of like the same with what happened with the Marvels, where everyone was more focused on trying to shit on the movie and get clicks. Instead of actually talking about the real conversation of why the Marvels bombed at the box office, it was easier to say, see, go woke, go broke. It was that's a way easier, way more clickbaity title than,
it gets more money.
Yeah.
The nuance of it is gonna go over the viewer's head, and it's just easier to say, look, women and brown people, it don't mix.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the punchline.
Well, so I want to bring up something. And that's the box office numbers for Furiosa. So I actually did a little editing here, just adding what the actual budget is, because Box Office Mojo doesn't share that information in the same section as the rest of the numbers. But so Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, it got worldwide total, these totals are current as of today, like as of right now, $117,748,452 worldwide. It made 52.5 million domestic, which, I mean, honestly, domestic is kind of the thing that matters a little bit more, just because when you talk about international markets don't typically dictate if a movie is successful. Like, you could have a movie that makes this kind of money. Let's say the budget was lower, because we're talking about a movie with $168 million budget right now. You take a look at that, and this is a bomb, no matter how you slice it. But like, let's say the budget was lower. Let's say the budget was 68 million, just 68 million. You would look at that and go, okay, well, this movie, it made its money back and then some. But the problem would be that if the majority of it came from international markets, all that would do is just mean that, oh, well, we're probably going to market this more in those other markets, so to get even more money. You're not necessarily going to see like sequels based off this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And while a lot of people focus on that, the thing that people weren't really talking about is the fact that other movies have been bombing like fucking crazy. Case in point, as you saw in the thumbnail, I had Mr. Bill Skarsgård in there, because that was kind of the narrative. People said, "Oh, this movie bombed because it was woke. It was woke trash. It had a female protagonist. That's DEI. We don't want that. That's Sweet Baby Inc., even though it's not a video game. But here's the thing. I want to bring up this little movie called Boy Kills World. Here, let's zoom this out a little bit. Boy Kills World had a budget of $3.1 million. And that's about precisely what it made worldwide, which means it broke even, which in a lot of cases would be considered a failure. It would be considered a failure. And for those who don't know what Boy Kills World is, it's that movie with H. John Benjamin as the protagonist mental voice, like the voice in his head, like how he thinks he talks, basically. But the kid is mute.
The dude with this is the one with Archer's voice in his head.
Yeah, H. John Benjamin. That's so basically you're hearing Bob's Burgers in the guy's head. Bob Belcher is the sound of his voice. And this movie was supposed to be like anti-woke. Yeah, because it's supposed to be like good old-fashioned action movie with tons of blood, lots of gore, male protagonist. Yeah, white male protagonist. This should have been a layup. This movie should have made all the money. However, this movie made basically its budget back.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. That is not how you get a sequel. That is not how you get a sequel. Look, this is not how you get Rush Hour 4 or 5 for that matter. This is not how you get Bad Boys 5 ever. You don't get Bad Boys 5 ever with this kind of money, okay?
Yeah.
But my whole point here is that other movies have been struggling as well. The Fall Guy struggled. First off, I don't know how this movie cost $130 million, but I'm sure there was a good reason.
The effects.
That is true.
That
the effects.
Wild on the effects.
Okay, so then that explains it then. So this movie had a budget of $130 million. Now, don't get me wrong, it made $158 million. But that's not a success. You made your money back with a little bit on top. That's not good. A studio wants to make at least double what they put into it.
Right.
To be considered successful. You gotta to make your budget back, or to make just a little over your budget back is not good. I mean, you're in the black, but you may as well be in the red. As far as studios go.
See, and then you look at so hold on. So worldwide, so we got Dune 2.
Oh yeah, I got Dune right here.
$711 million. Well, budget 190, domestic 282. And I think you start keying into what it is. And people want to get granular, right? It's kind of like religion. Like, no, I want the answer. Like, bro, sometimes that's just the answer's too big.
Yeah.
And what is it? I don't know. But you know what it looks like? It looks like people are willing to do 1, 2. You know what I mean? Like go to the movies. It's not like back in the day, like I'm bored on a Friday. Let's go to the movies again and again and again. That shit costs okay, what are we looking at? You're looking at 2 a day for 2, 60.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, for me, if I if it's a movie that I'm gonna take the kid to, like I'm gonna take Cersei with us.
Over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. We're so just on tickets alone, we're talking like $30-$40 off rip. For
like 20, 15, something like that.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Like it like off rip. Now, when you start bringing in like concessions and shit, that's another $20-$40 bucks. Yep. So for me,
and a little razzle dazzle. A lot of theaters now have alcohol and stuff. So if you're doing a date night and you want to have a couple drinks and stuff, before the movie, that actually adds up. I've spent upwards to 100. No, I mean, when me, Robo, Maneater, and Kat, we went on that double date. That was actually pretty hefty. Because we got drinks, we got food and stuff like that.
He's talking. If y'all from small towns, that's some Atlanta shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's some ATL shit right there.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Look, you going to AMC or some shit? You going to D-Box?
No, he's talking about they have this they have stuff like this in San Diego, but if you ain't never been to big city theaters, bars on the outside, there's a button at the seat that they'll come out and deliver you food. You can order food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's dope. Kind of more to the point though.
Yeah.
what Charlton Christian just put in here, it's actually 4 times because I forgot. Yeah, the theaters take 50%. So at that rate, yeah. Okay, so like let's go back to Doom. Let's go back to Doom. This is a success. Like this is a success for the most part because you've kind of slick made about close to that. Like at least in terms of just like overall monies. You know what I mean? Like so like let's say if we did as a matter of fact, this is just shy of hitting that 4 times. Because to be 4 times, it would have to have made at least 760 million. It made 711 million. So that's pretty close. That's actually pretty damn close. So this would actually be considered, at the very least, this is a success just in terms of proximity to reaching that 4 times. Now, I'll bring up some other ones, like Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, which I liked Ghostbusters Afterlife. I did not enjoy this movie very much. It wasn't terrible.
Frozen Empire?
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it was just like, I'm not gonna lie, I went from liking the main character from the first movie to absolutely positively fucking hating them in this one.
Fair enough.
Because they just did dumb teenager shit. Like the whole movie was like, so you know how like this movie reminds me of the type of movies you used to get back in the 80s and the 90s where you didn't really have a sequel. So what you do is you make a sequel anyway. But what you do is you take the characters from that first movie and you make them dumber.
Right.
Like, even though they've already fought the threat, they've seen all the things, but now, because the story, you need something. You need something to happen in order for these characters to be in the situation they're in. In this case, we're going to take this main character who kind of already knows how ghosts work, is kind of hip to how all this goes and the dangers of of Ghost. And now we're gonna play dumb in the second movie and do shit that is out of character even for them as a teenager. And I was like, I don't like that. I was like honestly, I leaned over to my wife, like watched this movie several times in the theater. I was like, this bitch would get disowned. I was like, she would be disowned. Like, straight up. Done. This girl's about to cause the apocalypse right now. And why? Why? I don't give a fuck. This ain't even a spoiler. I like, bitch, you lonely. Girl, you better get on fucking Twitter or Threads or some shit.
That shit reminds me of Leave the World Behind.
Yeah, don't get me started on that. Oh, man. That
catapulted into the harbor.
No, dude. 100.
Babe, we got to make another daughter. I had to get rid of that.
No. Look, I'm talking about catapulted on a level like you'd hear that shit. You would hear that shit. Like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that noise.
Yeah.
But no, I just want to take it a step further though, because once again, this movie not a success because this movie would have to make 400 million to be considered a success. Where's my favorite whipping child? Madam Web. Cost anywhere between, like, we don't really know the exact budget, but it's stated to be anywhere between 80 to 100 million. This movie failed on its face. It literally only made its budget back. If you assume that it was on the upper end of that 80 to 100 million. What's another one? Wonka. Wonka actually did... I would actually say this would be considered a success. It cost 125 milli. It made 632 million worldwide. So that is
Wonka. That
was the one with Timothée Chalamet.
That came out this year?
Yeah. It's actually already okay. So this actually brings me to really the main thing. I had some other ones here, but honestly, it does not matter because it's all going to be the same shit.
Well, real quick, just so you know,
ahead.
because me and ChatGPT, we cool like that.
Oh man,
So like, I asked it like what it says. The rule of thumb is typically 2 to 3 times the budget. 50%, 50 to 55% goes to the studio. So you got to look at it in terms of production budget plus marketing, distribution, and advertising. and then all that's wrapped up together. So once you
Yeah.
factor in production, advertising, and distribution, and then you factor in the theater cut, you're looking at about 2 to 3 times.
Okay.
So if you're looking at 2 to 3 times over, shit. Dune made some people happy as fuck. They don't give a fuck about the books. Like, we're getting a Dune 6.
Oh yeah, no, dude. They're gonna make let me tell you something. They're gonna run through all those fucking books, and then they're gonna start making up shit. And
Yeah,
then
they're gonna be like, let's steal some of this fan stuff. We told them they're not allowed to do it. So
yeah, oh yeah. Well, and I'll throw you one even better here. I'll throw you one even better. You know the real reason why? You know the real reason why all this shit failed? As far as like Furiosa goes, and why it doesn't have anything to do with gender. It doesn't have anything to do with wokeism. Doesn't have anything to do with fucking DEI. There's and they're all things we have said. Mad Max, and I want to make sure I'm very clear on this. Actually, you know what? Here, I want to pull this up because I like to be a thorough bitch. I like to be a thorough bitch. So I'm pulling up the numbers right now for Mad Max. And I mean all the fucking Mad Maxes. We're getting all the Mad Maxes in here. Even Thunderdome. Thunderdome. Against all reason. I'm pulling up Thunderdome. So
it's the greatest movie of all time.
While you pull that up, Elite X1, I don't know what the fuck A24 does. I don't know who's working for them, what kind of like deal with the devil they got. But them shits are like, I think they're batting at least 900.
I mean, I'd give them 9. I'd give them 9.
Yeah.
I'd give them 9. I didn't care for Civil War as much, but I can't name but like 1 or 2 A24 movies I didn't like.
Everybody has to have a fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you didn't have a fault, it would be weird. So this
motherfucker. I mean, but I feel my criticisms are no less legitimate of it.
Good shit.
But no, like Mad Max.
A24 is good. Yeah, go ahead. Mad Max.
Oh, well, no, Mad Max, the first Mad Max movie only made $8.7 million. $8.7 million.
But it probably cost like 82 cents. $82.
It cost $350K.
82 cents is wild.
The first Mad Max film did not even cost $1 million, so that was a success.
Yeah,
that was considered a success. It was $350,000 USD is what that movie cost to make. So then you might wonder, okay, so what about Mad Max 2? Mad Max 2. So Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, easily the best Mad Max movie. You usually consider the best Mad Max movie of the bunch. Made about 23. And I actually meant to show these. I apologize. Here, I'm going to pull this up so y'all can see. $23.6 million. Cost $4.5 million to make.
Are you on Box Office Mojo? What's that?
Yeah, Box Office Mojo.
I know I'm not. Why am I not seeing the budgets on this motherfucker?
But they don't show the budgets. I had to look them up separate.
Okay.
Like I had to go like here and be like, okay, there you go, budget right there. And
got it.
Yeah. You know how they do. You know how they do.
Yeah.
But you go to the Beyond Thunderdome. I would dare say the worst Mad Max movie of them all, even with Tina Turner in it. This was $36.2 million. Is what it made. Now, if we're gonna go back and talk about here, let's just do 3 Mad Max 3 budget. Here we go. 10 million. That's still a success. It's still a success. It's still a success right there on its face. Still a success. And then let's go to Fury Road. Fury Road. What did Fury Road make? $380 million worldwide. Let's find out what that was. So this movie had a budget of more than $400 million, supposedly.
It made what?
And it made $380 million worldwide. So the fact that this movie got a sequel is kind of impressive. But you know, the thing is that from what I understand, Fury Road took a long time to make. And
you know what I wonder? Do you think? And then I don't really know. I'll ask ChatGPT later. But if
this motherfucker right here, he's like, no, I get it later. I get it later.
And then I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna repeat it later, like as if I already knew that. Here's what I wonder. Like when they see something like that, we kind of get stuck on the box office, domestic and international, right?
Yeah.
But they know damn well.
Actually, correction. I read the wrong thing. That was for Furiosa. It actually was 154 to 185 million for Fury Road. So that's actually still
domestic,
pretty
good.
Yeah. Well, no, the budget, the overall budget.
Budget. But Fury Road's domestic road is 153, worldwide gross 369.
380, yeah.
Okay. So
total,
like what? 500 and like what? 510 million?
Yeah. So
510 million meaning?
Yeah, give or take. Yeah. Overall, the overall on Fury Road was a combined like 380. Like 380.4, whatever. The budget for actually they did show the budget. It actually wasn't here. It was 150.
Oh, so worldwide is including domestic, not just international. That
that includes everything.
Got it. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I didn't even have to go look for it. So that's actually pretty crazy. Like I don't know why they don't show the budget for some of them, but I guess for movies that have been out for a while. But no, my whole beef is. Or not beef, right? I don't really have any beef with any of this shit. But the thing is, Mad Max is not like the biggest box office draw. Like Fury Road was actually kind of unusual for Mad Max. Like Mad Max, as I said before, we were talking like, what was it, 8, 20 something, 30 something million dollars before that. Now the movie's making 380 something million dollars worldwide. So that was really the first time Mad Max became like a box office like hitter. But you also got to think about these other factors to it. Furiosa is not what they consider a 4-quadrant movie. I just learned this term today.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
So
I was about to Google it right now as he was talking.
I'm going to save you. A 4-quadrant movie is a movie that appeals to the 4 major audience demographics. Males under 25, females under 25, males over 25, and females over 25. So basically, all ages. That's really... kind of
right.
It's really 4-quadrant movie is basically a really fancy way to say all ages.
Right. Which makes sense because there's cartoons that are only for the younger. If you can get everybody,
Shrek,
like Shrek,
exactly. That's a 4-quadrant movie. There you go.
I bet.
Also, we're talking about a movie that came out 9 years after its predecessor. So the hype for Fury Road, whatever it was, had died down by that point. Like people still like Fury Road, but they're not talking about it like that. Like Fury Road's that type of movie. You only really talk about it when someone brings it up. Like, man, did you see that Fury Road? You'd be like, bro, that Fury Road. And it was like that's how it is.
Yeah. That's how the conversation will start and end.
Exactly. Also, it didn't have any major stars in it, and I know some people will say, well, Chris Hemsworth, he's a major star. He is, but he's not a box office draw.
Yeah.
Go see some of his other movies to find out that's the case.
Yeah.
Men in Black.
Yeah, like okay, who saw Men in Black? The was it Men in Black 4? Was it 4? Him and Tessa Thompson.
Was it Men in Black?
Yeah.
Yeah. With what's the face? Tessa.
Tessa Thompson.
Oh, that's right.
It was Men in Black 4.
Well, I've never seen
then,
that poster somewhere.
Yeah. Also, you got to think about this too. Is
be happy that's the only thing you saw of the movie. Be happy that was the only thing you saw of the movie.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I've ever seen it. Yeah.
Yes. Skip it. Watch the poster. Enjoy it. Leave it.
Well, and here's the other thing too. This is the thing I think is the most important.
Witness me.
Oh my God, this motherfucker. Audiences are smart.
Ish.
I tell you what, they are. When I say smart, I don't mean smart as in like intelligent. I kind of mean smart in the wrestling sense. Smart meaning that you're hip to the business.
Gotcha.
Movie-going audiences are very smart to the notion This shit's gonna be on VOD inside of 2 months.
100%. 100%.
So why spend 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100 or more to take my family to go see this movie when I could just wait for that bitch to hit VOD and maybe spend anywhere from 20 or under to watch it at home?
Look.
That's what we did with the King Kong and Godzilla movie recently.
Yeah.
I wanted to go see it. We saw it the other day. We rented it for I think $20 at home.
$20.
And,
Done.
And sometimes that $20, like, it hurts saying it until you really do the math. You know what I mean? And you have to decide because hey, give it a couple months. It's about to be $5.99 on Amazon 4K.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, hey, look, here's the deal.
Elite X1, we're here. We're here.
Here's the deal, man. A lot of these people, these people, I don't know what I'm talking about. A lot of people, whenever we start talking about a certain subject like this, I feel like it's a bad habit, like human brains, we kind of like stay in this bubble, right? This bubble of movies and this bubble of movie ticket prices and concessions.
Right.
Why aren't people going to the movies? For the same reason people are struggling to buy food. For the same reason people are struggling to fucking get gas. Like, let me tell you all something. Like, I'm not saying nothing nobody already knows. Nobody's like, wow, that's a good point. Yeah, we all.
Inflation.
This is the shit. You know what I mean? And what's the first thing we got to get rid of? We got to pay. We got to keep a roof over our heads. We got to keep people fed. And what's gonna go down? Now, then what we have to do is, because I remember, man, we're all old here. Well, some of us, Chris, but it's like
this motherfucker.
Hey, look.
I
was born 1980, and so I was born when I was a kid, when I was a young teenager. Like sometimes you go to the movies multiple times. You know what I mean? Yeah. Drive-through theaters, like all that shit. Because it was just like, what else is there to do? Mini golf, the mall, movies, right? And so you didn't need to like have a good movie, but bro, people are struggling.
Oh yeah.
And people go, well, why am I waiting? Why am I gonna wait for $20? Oh, because that's better as a comfort of my home. Bitch, you waited for $20 because you don't want to go spend $110 at the theater. You know?
No, that's what it comes down to.
Look at what Kenneth just said. Look what Kenneth just, movies are high. They spent $130.
I'm saying.
To see Kong. See Godzilla and Kong.
Well, first of all, Kenneth Bridgewater, you need to stop having so many damn kids because clearly you either live in LA or New York City.
Oh no, this is LA like a motherfucker. This LA like a motherfucker.
This motherfucker said, wrap it up or get it snipped off. Like, what are you doing here, bro?
Well, it also, Kenneth bringing this up actually made me think too, because I want to go back and make sure, because I actually have these pins so we wouldn't lose them, but you're kind of speaking of, so what's up? I missed this. What have I missed this week? With the $2 super chat from earlier. All you missed is people being stupid. That's all you missed. That's all you didn't miss shit. Yeah. All you missed was
Alamo Draft
being stupid. Alamo Draft House.
Now, so check this out.
Out of here.
Now listen though. That is how you do it. When you look at the theater that Chris was talking about in Atlanta, when you look at the Alamo Draft House, let me tell you something. If I'm gonna spend $100, you better not have me in some like stanky ass like 1970s theater with a bunch of workers who don't want to be there. Look, just shut this bitch down. You better give me something special. And the Alamo Draft House, it does that same shit. Chris, I don't know if you've ever been to one, but it does the same thing as that. They bring you food, bring you alcohol. And yeah, you spend $130, but it's a different experience.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can't.
We're talking about just to get in the door. We're talking about just to get in the door.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably with drinks and shit, but yeah.
Well, I mean, my thing is, well, he's also, what are y'all talking about? It's not inflation. It's because all woke.
True.
It's woke. It's because woke.
That's what it is.
Look, wait. And that's why I keep saying, if you go woke, you go broke. I thought we talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to put a finer point on it, where we're at right now in our movie going, and our movie going experiences.
Martina said it too. Yeah.
Oh, wait, was that intrusive? So a lot of folks are not invested in the movie experience because we don't want to hear bad. Okay, here's the thing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's. Oh my God, you are not wrong.
Man, I already have like social anxiety,
bro.
I don't like fucking with other people. And let me tell you something. I sat next to somebody, and this is like I got like what is it, sensory issues, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like I sit next to somebody, and they're eating like Sour Patch Kids or something, and the whole movie.
The whole time, dude. Nah,
I'm like,
oh no,
oh fucking bitch! I told Maneater, I was like, hey, we're gonna, look, you think I'm being dumb? We're gonna have to switch seats. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna go wait for you in the car or something. I cannot deal with this.
Well, no, dude. I remember going to go see The Force Awakens. And it was a dude sitting next to me. Kept opening his fucking phone.
Ooh.
Without turning the bright, like, and I'm talking about like he had that shit on full bright, and eventually, like, I tried to ignore it because I generally try not to be confrontational when I'm out in public, but like, because you just never know, what somebody's going through.
No,
but like,
facts.
But like when
dude, imagine getting shot over a phone in the theater.
Over fucking phone in the theater.
After I'm there, I'm like on the floor dying, thinking to myself,
dude,
over the light. I'm
dude,
dead now.
No, this is how motherfuckers get haunted. No, this is how motherfuckers get haunted. Because I would haunt that motherfucker for the rest of my eternity.
You know what's crazy though? Because I had this for the first Infinity War, the so-called city. Some dude who I guess he was with a date, he was shooting his shot. Not just whispering and talking, he was talking regular old fucking conversation, right?
Yeah.
And this is me by myself, Oklahoma City. Stupid. Got to a fight with this dude because like, yo, you need to shut the fuck up. I waited 15 years for this movie. I said he got hype and shit. I threw my popcorn at him. I ain't gonna get out. You know what I mean? But I thought the same thing after. Yeah, and here's the thing. Though. I thought about it so after, like, I could have gotten shot for that. Straight up.
Oh no, you most certainly you could have and probably.
Oh yeah. Bro, well, that's old me. That's old me right there. Like I think about that shit all the time now. Maneater's always trying to like ask me these silly ass questions like, so you're saying if he did this and that, you wouldn't fight him? Like, let me tell you all something. I need you to understand something. If somebody called you a bitch and I came out there and I got stabbed in the neck, you be happy? Like, what? I mean, like, you gotta assess the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean that's
risk
kind
management.
of. Well, no, that was what I did. Like, I mean, all I did, like, I wanted to yell at the dude. But ultimately what happened was I just kind of leaned over to him and I was like, hey, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even make it seem like a me problem. I basically kind of
blamed on his wife. He's like,
no. I deflected it to the people behind him. I was like, hey, dude. I just kind of leaned, like during one of the quieter parts of the movie, I just kind of leaned over and I was like, hey, dude, can you just I was like, I don't care if you open your phone up or whatever, but I was like, can you like turn that shit down? Because I was like, if it's bright as fuck to me, I was like, dude, I can only imagine you about to get complained on to the people behind you. Cause I was like, dude, your stuff is like the sun in here. And he was like, oh no, dude, my bad. And he turned his shit. Like he still kept fucking around his phone, but he turned it down.
Can you imagine somebody turned around at that moment and looked at you and went,
bruh. And no bullshit.
Let's do something. Like,
dude,
I'm getting stabbed today. Fuck this.
Dude, I actually, so that didn't happen to me, but like this, completely unrelated. But when I went with my wife and one of my sister-in-laws to go see the first Hunger Games movie, there was a point where my sister-in-law, who was like super into the Hunger Games books, there were people that kept mocking the fact, because it was like when the whole discourse was, oh, this is just like battle royale with white people. And someone like kind of made a crack comment about it, like somewhere in the middle of the movie, and she stood up, turned around, and yelled at them. And I was like, I pinched her. I did the whole thing like your parents used to do to you at church, where you fucking up and they pinch your like they pinch your arm fat. And I pinched her. I said, if she started fighting this motherfucker, I can't help y'all.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm looking at the demographic of everybody. I said, ain't nothing but a bunch of women in this goddamn theater. I was like, y'all ain't about to get me. I was like, if I punch somebody, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
On video. There's not one white folding chair around.
Bruh. I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
You don't wear hats to do the signal. You got to throw that.
Yeah, you got to throw the hat up in the air. No, that's what I needed. So like a whole bunch of black folks come running into the theater. But no, but yeah, to get away from all this, like, that's why this shit's not popping off like that. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not an issue of go woke, go broke. It's not because Furiosa starred a female lead. Because let's be real. Mad Max Fury Road was not about Mad Max.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It had nothing to do with Mad Max. Mad Max was just there.
Right.
That movie was mostly about Charlize Theron. So let's keep it a buck.
Right. Right. So, I mean, but even then, though, like, it's so stupid to even talk about the fact that it's a female lead, because it's still masculine, hyper masculine fantasy shit.
Oh,
just because it's a woman doesn't mean it's not hyper masculine fantasy shit. You know, right?
No,
like,
you're 1,000% correct.
Semi trucks and spikes and guns, like.
Wait,
dude, there's literally a guy named Scrotus in the movie.
This is a guy named Scrotus. Oh, but it's a woman lead, and now it's the Notebook. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean,
what do you want?
Well, I mean, it also is to the point too. Like, okay, so I guess you fucking hate aliens.
Right.
It's like, because that's a fucking, I mean, yeah,
that wasn't cool to be mad at that yet. Yeah.
Right. Well, it wasn't. No.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Yeah.
Or I guess you fucking hate China O'Brien. You hate fucking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You hate fill in the blank movie. You hate every Cynthia Rothrock movie. You hate the Underworld movies. I mean, to be fair, they're not great. But
I got the answer. Here's the deal.
That?
I'm about to shut all your shit down. You ready?
Oh, I got here. Hit me. I'm ready.
Ready? Yeah, you gotta be ready, because you say you gotta admit when you're wrong. I'm gonna get you right here.
Okay, all right. Give me. I'm ready.
All right, go get a hat. You gotta get the hat ready.
That wasn't. No.
Wait, where's my? Oh shit!
He said, "Nah."
I tell you what.
Nah, don't throw the hat. Don't throw the hat.
I got a Dr. Doom mask. I'll throw that in the air.
That's worse. All right. Here it is. Okay, that was them doing it right and not shoving it in our face,
dude, bruh.
That's proof that I'm. That's proof that I'm not sexist, because I like those movies. These other ones, they're just trying to be woke when they do it.
Oh no, dude, wait, where's my boy at?
Drop.
Where?
It's woke.
Can we get a Robo or like a mini gavel? Every time he sees some shit like that, he
can
just
here, just a little. There you go. We give him that. There you go. He laid it down. But no, but to answer Bone Factory super chat from earlier, I kind of wanted to save it to the end of this, because I mean, largely because I have nothing to say. I have not watched the Discovery finale yet. Man,
I'm gonna be on.
What
was that? UPN?
Paramount. I actually was about to be like, oh no, actually no. Yeah, but to be fair,
I'm funny sometimes.
You actually been killing it today. I'm actually like, damn, who is this Robo? Like,
well, no,
fucking Blade Runner looking ass motherfucker. Like, who are you?
Well, no, here's the fucked up part. In his hilarity, he was slick correct, because if Star Trek Discovery would come on. If Star Trek Discovery was a thing back when Star Trek was on TV on a regular basis, it would be on UPN.
That's it. Yeah.
That's the channel that shit used to fucking come on. But at least for me, I don't know about anybody else.
That's it. Yeah.
But no, it's on Paramount Plus, and man, let me tell you something. When the season premiere, when it came up, I tried really fucking hard to watch it. And I don't know if it was because it was late at night, which I don't think really should matter because I watch movies I'm wide the fuck awake in the middle of the night. I couldn't get the fuck into it. Like, I couldn't get to the fucking premiere. And I was like, oh shit, y'all did a double episode
the
premiere?
pirate don't get you, yeah.
Well, no. Here's the thing. So Discovery, this is the final season of Discovery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about like when it first dropped.
Yeah, no. I love Discovery. I've loved, I think this is like the 5th or 6th, I think it's the 5th season that's right now. But like, it took them so long to bring out the 5th season. I kind of forgot a lot of what had happened by the time the show finally came back. So like, when they were doing the recap, I was like, I kind of still don't remember some of this. Like,
me and Manny do that shit all the time. But like, we'll watch the recap and be like, you want to watch the last episode? Yeah, we'll watch the last episode real quick.
I mean, dude, so
I know. No, I was gonna say, when it comes down to shows, man, I really live by the sunk cost fallacy. For example, like if I start watching 2 episodes and I'm like, I'm already in this deep, I might as well just finish, even if I dislike it. Like,
bro, I've had 2 episodes of Baki to finish to see if he beats his dad or not. It'll be 2 episodes for a while.
Damn. Well, you know what it is?
I don't know how you all do that shit. Like with Dragon Ball Z, when you're watching like a fight that lasts 3 seasons.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, wrap this shit up, man. He's been fighting his dad forever.
You know what's crazy? I started rewatching one of my favorite childhood animes called Saint Seiya, but they used to call it Knights of the Zodiac.
Yeah,
right. It's in 80s before Dragon Ball Z, right? And a lot of his age is showing, and there's a lot of shit that I cannot stomach because of his age. But I'm like, I'm committed to this. I don't need to watch it, but I get that feeling. I think you're rubbing off on me. Well, because I've been like, I'm like, I just can't do it. It's too old school for me. And but yeah, sorry. I get what you're saying.
No. Short. I feel your pain in that because I want to, like, it's one of those things. For those who have ever watched Young Guns 2, I will finish the game. Like that's that mentality I have sometimes when it and what I used to always have when it came to like TV shows and stuff like that. Like, even if it like I kind of fell off for a little bit, it's like, no, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna finish it. But when it gets to the point where I have to rewatch shit, and to Elite X1's point, it pisses me off because Star Trek Strange New Worlds, I fucking love. And it breaks my fucking heart that my second favorite starship captain is a fucking Zionist. Like, it makes me angry now. Because I was like, nah. Captain Pike is cooking. I was like, I love me some Captain. I was like, man, short of Cisco, I was like, Captain Pike, that's my dude. And then that motherfucker went on Twitter like last month and was kind of talking some Zionist bullshit. And I was like,
see, but here I'm gonna have a hot take. You know what I mean? Look, as soon as my son gets better and I don't feel guilty about going out in public, I'm gonna get back in it. I'm active with the local Palestinian group, the local DSA, and I'm gonna say this: there's so many fucking Zionists, man, that it's like, what am I gonna do? What do you want me to do? Just not watch? I can't watch TV. You know what I mean?
Well, it's wild because it only recently just kind of became chic for anyone in Hollywood to be anti-Zionist. Like, I think last week there were some celebrities that kind of
started coming out,
spoke up.
Well, you saw what happened.
Oh yeah,
the great unfollowing.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, that shit must have worked because people like Ariana Grande came out and like,
She's like, oh, wait a minute. No, I'm in.
Can you reffollow me? Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
She's like, I'm sorry, I was on that Fox News
trolls.
bullshit. But no, it's Captain Pike. God, what the fuck is that man's name? I kind of blocked it. Like when I saw he did that shit, I kind of blocked his name out. Anson Mount. Is the actor's name. But yeah, he said I don't even remember exactly what it was he said, but he basically was kind of like, he kind of did, it was really weird. It wasn't anything like that I remember that was specifically like, just super egregious, but he basically kind of implied, like what he did was he implied that, that Palestine, not necessarily so much bad, I don't think, but more like, it was almost kind of like that. Well, I mean, if they just gave up, man, if they just surrender, like it was that if they just give up the hostages energy, basically.
Right.
If you just comply energy.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. You just, and it was one of those things too, because like I was like, dude, I fucking love you on Strange New Worlds, and I'm gonna have like and kind of like you said, yeah, if I and this is kind of why I don't do the whole like, oh, well, I'm going to cancel, watching the show or whatever because, one person. I don't do that. That's not really my thing. Especially when it comes to things like, okay, if it's a thing where only one person is involved, like we're talking about like music. Like if like case in point, if an Ariana, let's pretend for 5 seconds I'm a huge fan of Ariana Grande.
Right.
If I found out Ariana Grande was a Zionist, I would be perfectly okay with no longer listening to her music. Or at the very least, not paying to listen to her music. Like I wouldn't like buy any albums or buy any merch or go out of my way to go like see her live or anything. It would be one of those things like, oh, if someone said, hey man, I got some tickets to Ariana Grande, but man, I can't go, man. You want to take these? I'd be like, man, I can't pay you for that. I'd be like, nah, man, this is yours. I'd be like, bet. All right, cool. I'd still go and be singing all the fucking songs. But like when it comes to shit like movies and TV shows and like one person does some one dumb thing, I'm not going to cancel the show because I'm like, okay, first off, there's a lot of moving parts to this. And I'm not going to make like, it was kind of like when when the discourse surrounding certain movies, games and stuff, when like people are like, oh, well, this one person who worked on the game or this one person who worked on the set or this one person who acted in the movie. I'm like, okay, first off, no, all right, we're doing too much. It'd be one thing if you told me that like, well, everybody in the goddamn movie is on that Fox News bullshit. I'd be like, okay, all right. I'm with you. But if it's just like one person, I'm like, God, I'm trying to remember
Eric
what.
Carter, yeah, that was it. That would have been it for me right there.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
scared. I was scared,
yeah.
But it was like, okay, that dude probably got paid like, maybe 10, 15 grand, 25 grand, maybe. Kill that bitch off.
And life was good again.
Okay, all right.
Right. No.
I would have been conflicted. If he was going to be like a major character, I'm not going to lie, I would have been conflicted. Because
I was about to say.
I feel like there's levels to this shit. You know what I mean? There's like, I'm silent, not good, but I guess shut your mouth, right? Who's Peter Quill?
I was about to say the Mario
Chris
movie.
Pratt.
The Mario movie fucked me up.
Who?
Because the Mario movie, because it was Chris Pratt that voiced Mario. And I was
I mean, people have assumptions about him, but he's smart as fuck. He's just like
he keeps his mouth shut.
Said shit.
Like people know he goes.
By the way, silence is not okay in some situations. But it's probably like the least egregious.
Yeah.
Then you have the I support Israel. You're probably virtue signaling because you think it makes you not like a friend to the Jews because because you think that you've conflated the two. But then you get fuck Palestine. They shouldn't have done it. They had it coming. You know what I mean?
I used to serve in the IDF, and I hate Palestine.
yeah, exactly. All right, so fuck Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
if gonna say that. Look,
that's different. That's
you're
different.
Be extra.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
I'm not watching your shit.
Oh no. If you're okay, so yeah.
Isn't Jack Black a Zionist? I saw somewhere that Jack Black is also Zionist, and I was like, oh.
I don't know. I haven't. I'm scared to look because
I saw it.
No.
I saw that. And I was like, I don't want to look it up.
See, but here's the thing. Here's what I will tell you. Here's what I will say. And I say this carefully. And I've seen this, amongst my own peoples as a leftist, as an activist with marching with Palestine activists. Sometimes I've heard somebody go, my heart goes out to the people who lost people on October 7th. And my heart goes out to them. And I've heard people get shit on for that. Now, if you say that in our current climate, knowing what's happening in Gaza, what I'm going to do is I'm going to squint my eyes at you. It's kind of like when I hear another Latino say, make fun of Latinx. Like,
okay, yeah.
I'm going to squint my eyes at you for a second. I'm like, go on. Yeah, I need you to say more. You know what I mean?
The floor is yours.
And, there's an and, comma, and.
Right.
I will accept it in however as well.
Yeah. That too.
That's why I'm just gonna hope Jack Black was, maybe he just said some shit that was.
Do not quote me. Please do not quote me. I saw it on Twitter. I was afraid to look it up. You guys usually my go-to for this shit. Don't quote me.
I mean, look, out there. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing with it. I'm kind of with you, Robo. There's degrees. There's levels.
Right.
There's levels. There's degrees. As far as I'm concerned, yeah. Gal Gadot, fuck that motherfucker.
Right.
If you're like one of those people that like, well, I just think that if you're that person that's like, well, I just feel like they should just give up the hostages, and I'm like, all right, first get the fuck out of my face with that shit too. I don't know. The level of the level of egregiousness is what's going to determine my actions. Like, it's kind of like, okay, Kanye. I'll use Kanye as an example. I used to be a huge fan of Kanye's music. And when I say used to, I mean, I kind of like dropped off around, oddly enough, no pun intended, College Dropout. That was the last good Kanye album for me. I didn't
hold on. You drop off at his first album?
No, not Dropout. Graduation.
Graduation.
Anyway,
I was gonna say that was a quick turnaround.
I don't know. Well, actually, it probably. Well, I tell you what, that's his best album to me, honestly. Graduation Day is where I fell off, actually. Because I actually forgot about Late Registration too. I always forget about that one. But but point is, I still listen to Kanye from time to time. I don't listen to any of his recent stuff, and I don't. And the way I listen to Kanye does not give him money because it's not on Spotify or any other streaming app or anything like that. It's music that I have and have had
already own.
Yeah. So like, I'm not gonna pull a Milli Vanilli and burn CDs and shit that I paid money for because that's just dumb. Right. But like, I don't buy any of his new shit. I don't support any of his new shit. And honestly, the level, like the fact that he has said some of the absolute dumbest and most harmful shit I've ever heard, I was like, yeah, I just don't fuck with dude no more. Like, that's even before we even, and that's before we even start talking about the how much he loves Hitler shit. That like when that by the time we got to that version of Kanye, that's like what, Kanye 9.0 or whatever. I was like, dude, I'm already kind of done with you anyway. So I was like, now I'm just more done with you. I can't be more done. But that's how I accept that. But to go on a happy note, I'm so glad your wife started watching DS9 Bone Factory, because that is the best Star Trek, in my opinion, and until further notice, always will be. We also got Parasil out here says, given this topic and tired rhetoric about wokeness, what do you all think about Cap 4's chances, especially given the rumors of Sabra being featured in the film and the current conflict in Palestine? So first off, is anyone here in the panel familiar with the character Sabra?
No.
Okay, so here is where I'm going to take y'all to school a little bit. Okay, so
take me to church.
Well, okay, so for those who do not know, Sabra, here I'm gonna pull her up so y'all can kind of see what we're talking. And I actually know here, everybody, I want y'all to keep your eyes on Robo's face. Keep your eyes on Robo's face as I change the scene.
She's Israeli, isn't she? I knew it. Ain't that some shit?
Like when he cocked his head to the side, I was like,
she's looking down at? You know what she's looking at right now? She's looking at a hospital. She's like, she's looking at that hospital. Hey, guys, I know exactly where Dr. Doom is. You see that school down there?
Yeah, it's like, we gonna get it. We gonna get it.
Fucking it up. Trust me.
Oh, God damn. Well, no, here's
by the way, shout out to Blerd for the warning, because that face was priceless.
It was, I knew it was gonna.
That shit.
Like, I even picked the perfect
as soon as
picture.
I was like, don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah. Elite X1, yes. Sabra is the one that the Hulk cussed out. That is the same woman. It is the same.
Right. Okay. I do remember Lee. Because he was all about it, talking about how. See, that was dope though. That was you know, and okay.
Like that particular instance was cool, but like Sabra is a character who, like, she is literally straight out of the IDF. She is literally Israeli propaganda. Like she is.
So she's all about supporting the ethno state, even if she feels bad about killing kids or whatever.
Yeah. It's like and I'll be honest, I haven't read a whole heap of a lot of stories with her in it. Like the most Sabra I ever consumed, other than that issue of Hulk, was when she was in Operation Zero Tolerance. For X-Men. So, yeah.
Y'all seen that comment from Drop Combo? Is that Yeezy running?
I just saw that shit. Oh my God.
I can't.
Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%.
Because if you notice, Yeezy, who's talking about Hitler's good, is running away, thinking like she's after him.
Yeah, she's after.
But he's like, nah, he's American. I'm not even worried about that. She's not even paying him any attention.
Yeah.
I mean, he only did go.
She sees the hospital.
But is that?
She's about to go.
I mean,
is that the sound of children frolicking?
Nah.
No, thank you.
She goes, did you just say children frolicking? Sounds like Hamas to me.
Yeah, right? Oh yeah, no, dude.
Man.
That dude, when Kanye went on Alex Jones and was talking about how, like, he was like talking about how much he
with that stupid ass mask.
Yeah, he had that stupid mask on and was talking about how much he loved Hitler. I was like, bruh, stop.
And Alex Jones kept being like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. No, you don't. I like Hitler. I was like,
oh yeah. All
right.
Wait, David Mendez says.
Alex was fighting for his life that day. Alex was trying.
Oh
so
man,
like, hey,
look, he was like, look, they about to take my show. They taking my money, man. And you about to just get me canceled. Like
between this lawsuit and your ass opening your mouth, just bumping them gums.
Bruh. Let me tell you.
I checked myself. Okay.
I caught you. I was like,
I checked myself.
What show you watch?
I'm like, bruh. I'm like, hold on, Pip. Hold on.
Over, spread his ass. Oh, I was like,
I saw the version on Patreon.
this motherfucker. But no, was she in the Moon Knight series? Probably. I don't remember. I don't specifically remember her being in Moon Knight.
In the MCU? On Disney Plus?
No, in the comics.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No. He might actually be talking about the Moon Knight. No, she was not in the Disney Plus series. No. No, not at all. I had to think about that for a second, but no. And I don't recollect her being in anything else. But
No, I'm talking shit about Moon Knight. Please continue.
Oh, you're good. But no, what I was gonna say is, yeah, she was rumored to be in the movie. I don't know if they cut her or not, but honestly, it would be a really good idea to not put her in that movie. And that might be why there have been some reshoots on that movie recently.
It would be better that I know damn well APAC isn't going to allow. Will be super fucking dope is if she was an anti-Zionist Jewish person who was like...
Okay.
Like pro free Palestine, all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I don't know what Sabra's views are now, but I know, like, back in the day, I mean, she was pretty ride or die for the state. So, but the way they did it, they always did it this weird way where like it was almost kind of like how you have like your racist uncle or some shit, where it's like, oh, I mean, everybody loves him, but man, he's kind of slick racist against fill in the blank group of people, or like it was kind of like that. It was like, oh man, Sabra's really cool. She's such a sweet person until Palestinians show up.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's
how progressive Zionists are. Progressive Zionists will be all over everything you'd ever think is like, oh yeah, like you progressive for everybody except Palestinians. That's for them.
Yeah, like it's like, bruh, come on, man. Like seriously. Yeah, that's what I remember her being like listed as. And honestly,
you know what they could see? You know what I could see?
Yes, she was. She was in the IDF.
I could see her them making her mixed.
Okay, yeah.
That would be dope. And then like maybe have some like internal struggles or some shit like that. Or just don't be a bitch and make her a whole ass pro free Palestine Jewish person.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
I mean, I would be fine with that. I mean,
there's a lots of them, so it's not like, that would be a way to show that being anti-Zionist is not anti-Semitic.
Yeah, you know what's crazy though? They do that shit. The grifters are gonna get paid because they're gonna eat.
Oh,
Zionists all over the fucking world will fucking flip out.
Like the only reason I think this won't happen, the only reason I think it won't happen is because we all know how Disney is. So Disney is not gonna try.
They stay far, far away from controversy like that.
Oh,
100%.
Oh yeah, they would completely like. I'm gonna go to right now. Even if okay, so let's say Kevin Feige has the last say on this. Even if Kevin Feige's like, yes, this is the way we're going, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Disney is gonna let that heat fall squarely on Marvel Studios. Like they are not gonna give any press. Like they'll give one press release and say, well, we don't condone the anti-Semitic views of and after that they will say nothing else, and they will pull Kevin Feige aside behind closed doors, but like, look, man, you can't keep doing this. Okay, we got this is your one. This is you get one. This your one.
Here's what I bet. I guarantee I'm calling it right now. They think about what you just said. Thinking about Disney's allergies to controversy. Paris Yule, reshoots are gonna happen. They've done that shit with school shootings. They've changed up whole ass scenes because there was a school shooting, and then the school shooting happened in real life. So like, oh, we're not doing that scene now.
Yep, done.
Here's what I bet money's gonna happen. Ready? She's gonna be there. She's already been cast, right? She's gonna be Jewish, and that'll be that.
Yeah, like she won't be like she won't be tied to the IDF or like
not supporter of Israel, not Israeli.
No,
she's gonna be Jewish for sure. Hopefully, she should be, but they're not gonna make her somebody out of the IDF or supporter of Israel or anything like that. Bet.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
no,
they might imply.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just my whole thing with this is if they decide they want to go that route, hey do your thing. I got no love for it. Well, one way or the other. I feel like characters like this, because here's the thing. And this is why I say that sometimes characters are inherently political. It's why, like I always say, Captain America is an intrinsically political character.
Right.
Just it's baked into the cake.
Propaganda at its finest.
And while Sabra isn't called Captain Israel, she may as well be. I mean, she's literally flying the fucking Israeli flag on her costume. As a matter of fact, they changed her costume a ways back. To get this is not her current costume. At least I don't think so. I don't think it's her current costume. I think she has a different one now. But
I mean, they did the same thing to Red Skull, right? Mm-hmm. After a while, you wanted to continue to use Red Skull, but it became actually like it was distasteful, even if he was the bad guy, to keep using a straight up Nazi. Like, can we just let's say they're not Nazis. Let's say they're even more evil than Nazis.
Yeah.
And then that's how Hydra changed, right? Like
Mhm.
Nazis weren't evil enough, so now we're totally different. And now we can use Red Skull, and it's not weird to use him because he's not a Nazi, right? And so I think we could do that. There's shifts that real life kind of like, kind of like will do. I bet you fucking money that you won't find any fucking comic book or MCU that goes back in time and shows Thomas Jefferson being a good guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no, not at
the
all.
internet's ruined that for everybody. You know?
Okay. So I spoke a little out of turn. I mean, she dialed it down, but only in so much as it's she still got the Star of David like on the in the same place, but not as pronounced.
Star David Star of David is a symbol for Judaism, and I mean that just talks about her culture, her faith.
Yeah.
If as long as it's not that blue and white flag,
Right. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
you know what I mean. She might as well be having a necklace with a cross on it. Like, it don't matter. Whatever.
Yeah. This is the most you will like. So if you get her in the MCU, this is the version of her you get. Like if she does, if they keep her in the film, this is the version you get. Like that motherfucker with the fucking like this shit. Yeah, you ain't getting this. you ain't getting Captain. You ain't getting Captain Israel. You ain't getting
Sorry,
Captain Israel.
Netanyahu. You fucked that up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. BB, you done goofed.
I mean, really, they fucked it up in 1948, but they especially fucked it up.
Look, first off, no, Robo, I'm not gonna let you do that. We all know we have it on good authority because our beloved news media has told us this.
It's all started October 7th.
It all started on October 7th. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about some CRT shit right here.
There was nothing wrong before October 7th.
It's not CRT. It's DEI now. Just get it together.
I'm just saying. So Cat 4 will just have to deal with we'll just have to deal with the not my Cap crowd. Yeah, pretty much. Also, Pears, thank you for those gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Out here gifting 5. But I just look. Here's the thing. I think that I don't expect Disney. I don't expect Marvel to do anything like if they do anything, it's always going to be like the bare minimum,
the most neutral.
Oh,
dude,
dude,
most neutral, the biggest net possible.
Hold up. If Blerd goes on the street and mentions the grandma pack from Eternals, I owe somebody $1. So I'm gonna stop you right there.
Oh. No, I'm not gonna bring up the grandma pack. I'm not gonna bring up the grandma pack. But I mean, it just Disney is never going to go all in. Like, you know what it is? Here's what it is. This is what you get. You're gonna get just the tip. Just the tip. Wait, what does CRT mean? I keep auto-correction. Reverse curse technique. Hey, you know what? Honestly, see, this is what I love. This is what I wait a minute. See, it was a 1948 history film. Britain slowly exits the theater. Look, that's when they do the spunk. Like, you put the hands on these, like, oh, I'm ahead.
Oh,
yeah.
But
where are those? Where are those Israeli getting all those guns from?
Oh man, that's
wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of guns. Well, shit.
I you know what?
Why do they? All those indigenous Israeli people in this movie, like, they all have like French accents and Austrian accents. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so
wild.
weird.
Where did they come from? Where have they been for the last 3,000 years?
I don't know, man. It's like they suddenly showed up. It's crazy. It's crazy. But no, Song of the South never coming out. No, you'll never. You can't pay Disney to get it. We all know Disney loves money. They will not fucking give it to you for all the fucking money you have. Okay, they will not do it.
I wonder if that's. I wonder what happens if they're gonna. Eventually, it's got to be public domain.
You know what? So you know what that means? That means when it does go public domain, we will get a horror movie called Song of the South.
Yeah. Why am I? No, what you gonna say?
Zippity dude. Like the killer, the killer is
Zippity doo dah.
zippity. Oh,
Some minstrel comes out.
Oh no! It'll be some wild shit.
Or will you watch it?
Damn.
Maybe.
Fantasia with that one centaur. Fuck.
Yeah. Ooh.
And you know what's wild? If you don't know who that one centaur is, what a good childhood you had.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get a horror movie with the tar baby killing people. Yeah, you're like, no, that was a part of my childhood. I want to keep that. Briar Rice with the burlap clothes and the noose. Oh my god.
Dang.
Dude, let me tell you something. Man. If you've never seen Song of the South, just keep it that way. Keep it that way. You don't need to see it.
Good for you.
You don't need to see it. Uncle Remus is a horror villain. Why you put that thought in my head, Ernie? But I mean, that's kind of my point, though. That's kind of my point, though. Like every time something becomes public domain, someone's gonna. Because what they got Steamboat Willie. They've already done Winnie the Pooh. They're doing. I think Tigger. I think is gonna be at some point. Maybe I don't know. Look. At the end of the day, I think it's all just to the good if we just say
Jim Crow from Dumbo.
Ooh, get the fuck out of here.
Oof.
Will I be done seeing about everything?
Wait a minute. I forgot that motherfucker's name was Jim Crow. Well, boy, I done seen a wait. I done seen a pig fly.
I seen a mosquito fly.
I done seen a needle weak as eye. Like, oh my god. Like,
You know what's funny too? You know what's sad as fuck? How many of us was watching that shit was like, I love this fucking movie.
dude.
It's my song.
Oh no. I remember. Remember when that live action Dumbo came out?
Yeah.
Mhm.
There were people that were mad the racist crows weren't in it.
Wait, were they mad about Pinocchio not having the racist ass Native Americans?
Probably not. Well, I mean, just like, yeah, there was a Dumbo live action remake, yep, and it did not have, they actually went out of their fucking way not to have them goddamn crows.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the thing is, there were people like there were white people like, that was a part of my childhood, and I like Jim Crow.
Hey, but you know what's fucking funny about them dumb bitches? It's still there. Go ahead.
Yeah, go watch
Go
it.
watch
bro.
fucking-
Enjoy your shit.
Go watch your racist caricature of black people. Yeah, it's still there.
Bitch.
I just, man, look,
I need all my shit to be racist.
yeah, it's like, no, I want
All
the
of
new, I want the new version and the old version to be racist.
Tom and Jerry with the mammy. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, no, Tom and Jerry, they
She
wouldn't
was thick though.
Look,
Yeah, she was.
look. I just want to say, maybe this will be a thought experiment for next week. Maybe we'll do this next week. I don't know if I've ever shown this on the channel before. It might get me in trouble. I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear. Scrub Me Mama with the Boogie Beat. Maybe we'll watch that next week. I'll procure it, and maybe we'll watch it on the stream and just laugh at how comically racist it is. Yeah.
The thumbnail. I ain't get back the thumbnail. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm quite uncomfortable.
Yeah.
This nightmares. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was tired. I'm not tired anymore.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's, yeah. Well, welcome to my nightmare. But I guess since since we're looking at it from that perspective, I think it's safe to say, that's the end of the show, y'all. I think we gave you 3.5. We gave you 3.5 hours, 3.5 strong hours. I think
The strongest of hours.
No, and that's what matters.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
That's what matters.
Family matters. No,
It may have been 3.5, but we were beating the fuck out of them sides. I'm just saying.
dude. Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. No lazy side dick podcast here. I tells you.
Danger.
Look, we go for the long strokes.
Since you already pushed the danger button, is it too late for me to make a push and rope reference here? Or no? Okay, cool.
Go ahead. I'll you know what? I'll allow it.
He did it.
Oh, there you go. I like it. Then you know what? It's done. It's done.
Which ironically, that's what somebody gets when you push rope. Oh,
hey, right. Okay. Actually, you know what? I even added a little thing. I even added a little thing for us. Just for for our peoples out here, because you know what? Yeah, we're the wokies. We're the wokies. So just make sure I want y'all to know that
not the wokies.
We appreciate everything that y'all do for us on this channel. If you like the content that you have been consuming, I mean, if you're here, you're still here after 3.5 hours. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Please make sure you like the stream. If you haven't subscribed to the channel somehow, please, by all means, subscribe to the channel. It actually helps us out tremendously. The push to 100K cannot be done without your help. And if you enjoy the stream and you think other people who would enjoy it as well, make sure you share the stream. Don't keep us as your dirty little secret. Spread that bad boy around.
Let us
YouTube algorithm sees all.
Yes.
The algorithm loves it.
Like treat us like we're your poly girlfriend or boyfriend or significant other. Treat us like that.
Share us.
Share us. Share us. But no, make sure also, because there are always links in the description, every stream, make sure you go check out the talented, very skillful, very knowledgeable people who I share the stream with. Go check out Robo over at Left Face TV. Got VODs up on YouTube. I think you haven't streamed in a little bit, but I'm
gonna stream soon.
Okay.
Tonight.
Okay. He's like, nah. Tonight. He's like, I'm gonna do it. He's like, I gotta do it now.
Elite X1 keeps cooking my ass. I gotta get in there.
It's cooking. Hey, look. Hey, you know what? But you know what? You need people like Elite X1, man, because they keep you in, man. They keep you motivated.
That's it.
But yeah, when he does stream, the Twitch link is down there. Make sure you go check it out. And I think there might be a TikTok link in there as well, probably. And then Cypher of Just Chris Cypher. Make sure you go check out the YouTubes. He's been dropping that heat lately. I think I hit him up the other day. I was like, man, you've been cooking, man. I was like, man, keep doing it. So make sure you go check him out, man. He's got the shorts on point.
The video I sent you.
Wait, what happened?
Indie video. Indie segment.
The indie segment.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll do that real quick.
Because he was
It's a minute long. It's 1 minute.
Yeah, it's a minute long.
He was cooking
Hey,
those
nobody go
peppermints.
anywhere. Elite X1 has something for you.
Yes. I no lie, I smooth fucking forgot about it. So that's
Same.
actually that is more on me than it is on anybody else. So here we're gonna play it real quick. I forgot. I apologize to the next one. We were off in our own world.
This is every week. If you guys haven't been here in the past couple of weeks, just know that Elite X1's puts together these suggestions. Here's this week's.
There we go. Let's go. Oh wait, hold up. Let me make sure that it's... Oh, wait, I got to do something real quick. I got to change a thing. It's not... Let me make sure that it's actually doing what it is supposed to do, because I don't think that it is. Let's do this. I apologize. I had changed something in my volume mixer, and I guess it did not translate. So let's do, okay, so now let's try it. Will it work now? There it is.
Yeah. They call me when ninja people attack the
Treachery.
in Beatdown City by New Challenger and Rukin Works is an oddity. It's a retro style beat 'em up, but it's also an RPG with a combat system that mimics the VAT system from the recent Fallout games. Now, if that sounds odd to you, trust me, things are going to get even crazier as you go down the rabbit hole of this game. The story starts out with President Blake Orama, a shameless reference to number 44, being kidnapped by ninjas, and it's up to a trio of inner city street fighters to come to his rescue. Along the way, you'll face off against satirical versions of street punks, casual racists, misogynists, Karens, crooked cops, hypocrites, and all manner of other societal ills. Each of your 3 interchangeable characters have their own unique movesets and leveled unlocks. And as per any beat 'em
I
up,
love it.
you have the usual archetypes of a pro wrestler, a kickboxer, or a brawler. It's a game that definitely might not be everyone's cup of tea, and that's why I would recommend heading on over to Steam to try out the prologue game that they have up for free, Treachery in Beatdown City, You in Trouble. You'll get to dish out some justice as the not former 44th president. Treachery in Beatdown City is available now on all platforms.
Dude, I love it.
I like the way you call me out, at least. When I'm like, some
like-
people ain't gonna like this. Some people don't know how to see pals graphics because they gotta have their graphics.
They gotta have that
You got that
4090. They gotta take advantage of that 4090.
Oh, you got that reference too? I was afraid it was gonna go over your head.
Nah, my head's too big. Nothing goes over it.
Oh,
but
ooh, Robo's not gonna play this.
but thank you, Elite X. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to check that one out. That actually, I think, is when I was talking to when I was talking to Robo about this, he showed it to me. I was like, man, it kind of reminds me of, like, I was like, I don't know why, for some reason it had me wanting to play Bad Dudes again for, like, the first time in 5 ever.
I thought you were gonna go with like Double Dragon or some shit.
Nah, well, that too. I mean, also. But that said, you guys know what to do. Like I said, we love you. We appreciate all the support. We'll be back next week. So for Just Chris Cypher of Just Chris Cypher, for Robo of Left Face TV, I am the Blerd Without Fear, and I want you to, and also David Zaslav, you can go to hell. Whoa, what happened?